can't sit still anymore. I wanna break things with my hammer. I wanna start a little war. Isn't that what this little red button here is for? I wish this song was louder.
Oh! That was gross. What did you...
I'm clearing my shit before the
You do that...
mics turn on.
No. No.
Because I want to be pro when we go, you know?
I like Mikey with water feature. That's good.
Oh, I usually don't get water feature.
You look like you're selling paper towels.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I wore an actual cool shirt today.
Showing some leg, too, baby.
Showing a little leg.
Look at that. Smooth.
I'm the least hairy man in America.
That's not right.
I bet it's not too far off, dude. I used to.
What about Charlie Villanueva?
Oh, okay. Charlie Villanueva, less hairy than me. I think I've told you guys this before. I used to, like, you know, in the puberty years, I was, like, self-conscious about it.
Is that odd for you?
Well, I think the easiest way to tell if in the boys' department is leg hair, you know, as we all go through those awkward years.
Nah, shower. PE,
As you're just-
PE shower.
I want to see them all. I want to see every
Look at his.
I want to
Look
see
at
every
mine.
one of them. No, I think leg hair is it. And look at the back of my leg hair. There's nothing. And people have asked me, "Oh, you shave your legs?"
Oh, and then you feel sad?
Still to this day. My name's Cirque Du Sirois. I'm one of the three hosts here on the Cirque Du Sirois show. Doing it with my brother Cash. He's sitting right over here.
Hi. I'm really happy that
What?
Mac Daddy, Jay Hilfuego, Enrique Lomi. I don't know.
Cash's gummy has hit everyone.
Just everybody.
Bingo early.
Everybody,
2 days early.
everybody that said
8:05.
specifically hi to me in the chat.
Oh, really?
I'm saying hi to you back. Thank you.
Cool.
I'm glad we're sick and done with Kevin Turner.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm back. You don't ever have to deal with him again, except for when I've got something going on.
We have Danny Balis joining us right now. Anybody saying hi to him?
So,
Anyone saying hi directly to Ding?
Hi, Danny.
Oh, the girl.
hi, Madigan.
shoot.
Whoop!
Hit that.
Oh,
Jesus.
whoop!
Let's play some records, y'all.
Wrong button. My apologies, everybody.
Speaking of leg hair, I think my 4-year-old has about as much leg hair as you do
Okay.
right now.
You probably haven't even noticed before, right? I mean, you can't.
No, I've noticed that before about you, that
Pick-
you're pretty,
Hi, Yuli 20.
I'm not
you're like-
her suit.
you're like one of those cats, those weird cats.
That's right, Yuli.
Mr. Bigglesworth or whatever. Is that what they're called? There's a couple of those in my neighborhood that just sit in the front window of the house, and they're statuesque almost, like they don't move. They'll walk the dog by and with the kids sometimes, and I go, look at those cats. He's like, those are cats? I'm like, yeah.
And they're always in
He
the
goes,
same
are those
place.
real or are those statues? Like, no, they're real. And then every once in a while they'll kind of like move their
Oh
heads.
my gosh. I'm so
Why?
sorry.
Why are you pressing?
I don't know.
Hit it.
Let's play it again.
There's this cat. I take my walks, and there's this cat who's always in the same spot on the sidewalk, and it waits till the last second to kind of get up and get out of my way. But the first couple of times, I'm like, all right, he's not going to move, so I'm going to walk around. And like at any moment, you know, like a snake in the grass. Like I don't know if a cat's going to snap on me.
Oh, it will. Every time.
Every cat eventually snaps.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
I don't think they do.
If it's in your way,
But then I kind of veer around, then he kind of gets up and looks at me.
He's pissed that you're making him move, is what it is.
Well, I'm not making a move. I'll gladly walk in the grass.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, did you let him know?
I told him, yes.
People don't know how you're feeling
You go,
unless you express those feelings.
and
and a
to them.
cat
And then they
doesn't
get it.
speak English.
He's cat's not a fucking mind reader, bro.
Do you tell your dog where you're going when you leave the house?
All the time.
I do it to make
Every
Christina laugh.
single
I'm like,
time.
I'm just going to get milk. But they can tell by your tone, like, I'll be right back. They know I'll be right back.
They know tone, no doubt.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
bet they know consumer value stores.
I tell them I'm going to consumer value stores really quickly. Which
That's what it was. I couldn't remember what it stood
which
for.
I can't stop saying
And
now.
neither could any of my parents' friends. And I was like, come on, y'all should know this. You were there.
It's just the most generic
Consumer
option you can
value
think of.
stores.
Consumer value stores.
Mom, write that down.
And never say CVS.
Okay.
Always say the whole thing. It'll annoy everyone you know.
That bothers people.
What's it called? Consumer value store or solutions? Stores.
Consumer value stores.
Be better if it was solutions.
I even did it when I was not angry once. Where I'm like, I gotta go pick up this prescription. I'll be right back. I'm going to consumer value stores, and it's like when there's a little tension behind. It's like, okay, fine.
It's an unnecessary detail
I
that
swear to
bothers you.
God, I learned what that stood for from him.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, well,
I know we're talking about food at some point.
Yes.
Tea
More than
for
that.
hour two, but I have a brief note on food. So I took Malcolm to North Park Mall because we like to get out and walk and stuff, and it's just so goddamn hot. To get, and you want the little baby out in the sun burning up. And the last thing I want to do is like lather sunscreen on him to go out for 30 minutes. So we went to North Park and we ended up going to Italy. I'm sure you guys have experienced Italy.
My favorite place.
Boy,
Italy.
Bring the fucking Brinks truck to that place.
Oh, no, not.
Oh my God.
No. Excellence has a price, dude.
It's great.
I love it.
I get it,
has a
and
price.
I love it. But we went there, and he wanted an ice cream, and I got the small
Ice cream.
little gelato, the smallest one, and I'm not kidding you. It's this big and about that tall, and it's not like TCBY where it's like this long thing. It's maybe 2 bites for an adult. Take a guess. After tax,
$7.
$9.
Fuck off! Really?
$9 for the tiniest little.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Look, I had a bite. Freaking delicious.
Thank
Maybe
you.
worth it.
Thank you.
Maybe worth it.
What was the flavor?
He went with chocolate chips, so vanilla with little chocolate chips, and it's outstanding. It's so.
Oh, you didn't get one of your own?
No,
Need to get an
no.
affogato.
What do you like? Do you like?
I love ice cream. I
No,
love
but you go
gelato.
for goofy flavors?
No, man. Give me Choco. I like Choco.
Do you really like chocolate ice cream?
But we went to. He had to pee right before we got there. Walked the whole circle, and we 5 feet from Italy. About to walk in there, and he goes, "Dad, I got to pee." So he got to walk halfway down the mall, take a bathroom. So we went to the little family.
There's
You
a
ever been in?
bathroom in Italy.
I didn't know
There's
that.
like 3.
Okay, I didn't know that. But so we ended up going to the family restroom. You familiar with this dynamic?
Sure.
Yes.
All right,
In
it's
general?
huge. And we go in, and it's got the normal size commode for grown-ups, and then it's got like a little toddler commode. So it's like his size.
Oh, a shitter?
It's the shitter, but he didn't have to do that. He was peeing, but it's like all the way low to the ground. It's like perfect for him. And then they have the sink where you wash your hands. It's got big one for grown-ups and the little for little shits.
No kidding.
And he's like, I want this at home. I'm like, yeah, me fucking too.
See?
What's the
That's a good experience for the
Yeah,
child.
great.
like at his age? What's our timeline for Daddy? I have to pee.
To where pee
until
happens.
he's peeing.
Until he's getting better.
As you
but-
get older, you can hold it.
Well, he can hold it, but when you're a little kid, you wait until the absolute last minute before you say anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I have to be the gentle reminder before we leave the house. It's like, let's go pee. And he's like, I just did like 30 minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, but let's get the last little bit out so we don't have to pee in a weird place.
Yeah.
So he's getting better about
The
that.
last little
'Cause he doesn't
bit
want to
out.
pee in the weird place, unless it's at North Park Mall with the tiny fun commode.
I tried. I never wanted when I got a dog. I never wanted to say let's go potty, and I do still say let's go potty. But I'm like, you can say anything in the world, and they're
Right.
going to know it. So I tried forever to get let's go shoot hot piss,
Good Lord.
What?
and then I
You
forget.
can say anything.
You can
but
say
you have to
anything,
be
but like
consistent.
potty is such a lame word.
Yeah.
And it works for a kid because you're teaching them language and all this stuff. But a dog, who gives a shit? You can grunt a fucking noise.
We go for a potty party, Mike.
A potty, and that's cute and it makes sense.
See?
But I'm like, I don't want to say potty every day. Hey, you want to go potty? I don't know. It's just a weird word.
Go pee.
Go shoot hot piss.
Maybe
Okay,
I
but
should-
you don't even have to do that. You
I
can
should
say,
teach that to Malcolm.
let's go.
We would say tink tink.
You want to go buy a car?
Right,
You want to
exactly.
go buy a car?
Okay, and that'd be
That
kind
would be
of
hysterical.
funny and weird.
Pose any question and make a motion towards the door
Wanna go buy a
or the
car?
leash, and he's going to know.
Yeah, I want to buy a car, Dad.
Exactly. I love vanilla ice cream, and I just went the other day because our mom, God forbid, she gets 2 bites into a dinner before she's asking what the dessert sitch is, because it is instant.
Wayne.
So we went and ate at Hook, Line, and Sinker.
I saw the crab. I saw the crab plate.
Yeah,
Love it.
because this guy's in the Florida Keys, just surf and turfing it. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go get some crab. It was delicious, and she starts asking about ice cream. So we walked down to one of these fancy boys.
I was going to
Honestly,
say, Hook, Line, and Sinker doesn't have ice cream, do they?
They have fish ice cream.
yeah,
I don't recommend it.
I'm willing to
they
try.
have delicious fish ice cream.
I'll have the sea bass sorbet.
yeah,
Okay.
No?
good.
Wait.
Oh, you're out.
Let's not give these ideas out
Do you have
until
the-
Hook, Line, and Sinker becomes a sponsor.
I say as available. Do you have the peel and eat parfait tonight?
Gross.
It says
seafood.
It says if available.
And ice market price.
It says anyone tried seafood. Yeah,
Seafood ice cream.
But I took her somewhere. It was $9, but it was a way bigger than you just described. They're proud of their damn ice cream in that neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Well, and I could add it. There's 25 ice creams, and I had vanilla.
Vanilla's great.
I love just straight up vanilla. Like I'm with you. I get. So you think I'm being a bitch?
My recent fave is salted caramel. From
Hell
Van
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Van
Hell
Leeuwen,
yes.
whatever it is.
You're a
That's
Tex-
exactly where I went. Van
we
Leeuwen.
went there and you got vanilla. I mean, their vanilla's gas, but like they have the funnest combos.
I got a hot fudge sundae. And then she's
Okay.
like, what kind of ice cream do you want? I'm
That's
like, well,
more
fucking
than
vanilla. What the hell do you
Is gas the new fire?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I know I can't.
Gas is food.
Hi, Madigan.
Hi, guys.
There's Matt again.
Gas is food. Slaps is music.
Yeah. What's fire? Just to everything?
That's when it's
Just don't
like
say
really
that.
good.
Really
like
good?
It,
Don't
it,
say
like,
fire.
It puts you in your tracks. You're like, wait, that's
Okay.
fire.
I know we can't
I
go
need to
back.
know.
I know we can't go back in time, but I wish that there was a single shot of you saying that's exactly where I went because you looked like DiCaprio.
Oh, thank you.
Not
That's
physically.
What
Big
part of him?
compliment.
No, it's
Oh, go on.
It's the gift
Oh, yeah,
of him.
That point.
That's the thing. You just did that to her.
From
I think he
Hollywood.
was talking about your looks.
No, I was not.
It's the all natural hair look today.
Can't be more clear about how it had nothing to do with his looks. It was more about his action.
You know that's how he's going to accept it.
I know. Danny.
The only word
I
I've
know.
heard in the last 5 minutes is DiCaprio.
Is that you look like DiCaprio?
Is you pointed at me and you said DiCaprio. And
That's
I
not-
completely concur.
I mean, even as delusional as
I should
you
have
are,
said
you
concur.
don't think
I
that
should have
he
concurred.
conflated you with
DiCaprio
looking like
again.
DiCaprio, right?
Well, we may have an opportunity in the upcoming weeks to find out if I can act as well as Leonardo DiCaprio.
God damn it. With bad actors?
All right, lightning fast. Danny said, before the last show, right? Kevin was even in here. It was like 2 minutes ago in the show. And I think he's just leaning on the wall. He goes, man, I think I'd be a horrible actor.
It's because we were
like,
talking
you said
about
that?
Kevin's acting, the piece of audio
Kevin's
that we played. Yeah.
acting drop where he thinks he'd be a fantastic actor
Yeah.
and raise you up and then crush you in his hand.
Yeah, and
Also, I can't get hard.
I admitted to Mikey that I would be a horrible actor. I've
So-
always thought that.
We're going to do this bit. I know I didn't even ask you because I know you're in.
I'm in.
And we might have a draft where we draft scenes. We're going to pick classic movie scenes.
Oh, I'm so in.
We're going to draft them and then hopefully like have a cut. And the example I'll give you that I watched was Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men. Pick either side you want and like cut Tom Cruise and then cut to you as Colonel Jessup. You goddamn, that whole
Yeah.
And we'll see who's the best actor out of the three of us.
So when I texted,
And we'll let the people vote.
it's funny when you just mentioned that, and I didn't know about that. When I texted you guys about how I wanted to do a big Mavs video for Cirque, in my head, I was doing the Willy Wonka, you stole fizzy lifting drinks.
No, you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing.
Okay.
And somehow fitting that into this thing.
Well,
So we might have several
multiple
opportunities
ideas converging.
Yes.
Well,
no
just
way.
last night I watched a bunch of Leo DiCaprio who's on some scenes, so it's just funny. That
Maybe
you
that's
mentioned
why
that.
he thought.
Well, I kind of styled my hair like Leo.
What movie?
Which part of
Today.
your hair?
No, don't turn
No, his
26.
best
You're so
movie.
hot.
I mean, Christina's young and gorgeous, perfect in every way.
Yeah, but
That's my favorite DiCaprio meme.
Yeah, I know. She looks 26.
all right, we're all
That's,
over the place.
that's a great idea, and I want to do it.
We're
going
gonna
to
do it.
really fun.
Yeah.
And I will prove once and for all that I am not a good actor.
I think you're going to be an incredible actor.
Okay, we'll
All right, it's sort of a tale of two shows this evening. See, I was trying to stall basically
get it.
for our own misery. Second half of the show, 9:00 ish. I'm telling you, we got a new food segment. We've had this idea for a long time. We're gonna award the Golden Spatula, the highest honor in culinary arts in DFW. It's a Cirque Du Sirois exclusive. If a restaurant receives the Golden Spatula, my God, good luck getting a table. Starting the day after that. And the opposite of that is the broken spork, which when I mentioned my golden spatula and I'm giving it to a restaurant, someone is getting the golden spatula tonight. Cash was like, well, I'll tell you what. And he had a shitty experience. We're like, let's have the golden spork as well. So that's for shitty restaurants. We're doing that.
Sport.
The
not
broken-
the broken spork.
The broken spork will be awarded. A bad restaurant. And we'll say the damn name. Not scared.
Yeah.
Not scared.
There's two venues
Two
that might be
establishments.
two establishments that might be getting the broken spork.
Yeah,
tonight.
most places are scared. Scared to say names. We'll say names. We'll say
Yep.
it all. Cash has had travel disasters. We're gonna play Initial Reaction, brought to you by our buddy at Daniel Sanchez. He's taking good care of us. We're gonna play that game again. Doom Scroll. We got some funny vids all in the second half of the show. You people, obviously, Discord. If you want to leave audio commentary, you can do so. But anything you're chatting, and certainly like the money chats on YouTube, anything like that. We're going to get those in. We'll answer any questions you got. We'll have a little marble fun later on. I realize it's raining ass, and the internet hopefully here is working. I think it may be cutting out a little bit here and there, but hopefully it.
Yeah, we really want to just everybody hang in.
Hang in,
because the internet could go off at any point. We've never actually had a show.
Hang in.
We've never had a show.
Nervous filling of empty space.
We've never had a show that we thought might go off air at any moment, and because of big weather, it might go off tonight.
Yeah.
And Madigan's worried about it.
I am.
And we put her mind at ease, I think.
Yeah, we don't care.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
It's not your
Out of our
fault.
hands. It doesn't.
It's not your fault.
We go.
That's another good scene.
We go early.
See?
We go to the bar. We tell each other how great we are all night.
Internet
and get
cuts out,
shithoused.
then Tito's will be in my
Good
hands.
20 minutes.
And I'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Not our fault.
Yep.
It's not our fault.
Yep.
No.
So yeah, Tale of Two Shows, second half, we're gonna do all the wacky fun shit, but unfortunately we got serious shit to get to with some significant news in our state.
Crazy
What?
freaking. Oh, news.
Yeah, there's an open for this,
From
Cash.
the
He takes 1 week off.
News headquarters.
One show.
Kevin wouldn't have talked there.
No,
This
he would have fallen asleep.
is the CDS.
I should have gone to
Evening
Paul in.
Kevin wouldn't have talked over that. It's fun. It's weird. It's raining outside. It's been raining like crazy. We're a little southeast of downtown Dallas where we're located, and it's balls raining my whole ride in.
Dumping.
It's crazy, and it doesn't seem to be letting up. And
It's almost like this is Shit Butt City.
I feel like we're in the middle of Shit Butt City, finally. doing a show there in Shit Butt City. Sweet little Texas, not a happy place these days. And we discussed it, and curtain pull, whatever. You know, I tweeted out not too long ago, and we want this to be literally just a oasis of fun times, you know, no matter what's going on in the world, like whatever. But man, this sumbitch cannot be ignored, and it'd feel a lot weirder not to talk about it, discuss it, kick it around than it would be to do what we're doing. So catastrophic flooding in the Guadalupe River, and we obviously were like, dude, let's chat about it, because every half an hour it either gets closer to home, and we have personal stories closer to people we know, intimately, and it just gets kind of scarier, wilder, and more terrifying by the minute. So we're like, screw it, let's spend the first chunk of the first hour kind of discussing what's been going on over the weekend there. I mean, all I do is watch TV and watch updates on CNN, you know, and they're covering it kind of ad nauseum. So I'm like, why? How would we not discuss it amongst ourselves and you know, tell some of the stories that we've heard, and whether it be on the news or from a personal aspect. So brutal. And today Greg Abbott had a press conference, and you kind of worry about what angle it's going to go, and are you just going to figure out the political angle of it? But the only thing that struck me was how many people still missing. So as of 10, 15 minutes ago when we started, the last I got, 110 dead, 170 missing. And most of them children, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just heart-wrenching, and especially when it impacts our state, our friends, our people, you know, like it's odd that tragedies, depending on the concentric circles they are from your heart or your home, hurt worse, you know, or hurt less. There's tragedy on the other side of the world that we would never talk about, you know. But man, this is close, and this one is brutal.
I've been trying to understand the emotion behind why this feels specifically like an open wound. This one has affected me personally through whatever vicarious grief or empathic sorrow, however you want to try to describe it, because none of these events literally happened to me or anyone that I think that I'm particularly close to, at least not to my knowledge right now. But the last 2 nights I have had so much difficulty falling asleep, because when I lie down, lay my head on the pillow, I'm just in this cycle of thought and emotion and visions and imagination of putting myself in that position. And I don't know if it's because I'm a parent of a young child. I think that probably has a lot to do with it.
I bet that does.
And it's been really difficult. I have not slept good since I've taken in the information and learned about what went down in Central Texas. And you talk about the geographic connection to it. I think that does have a lot to do with it. because we know that area. I've been in Texas over 80% of my life and played gigs in those areas and visited those areas and camped in those areas. And we all, I don't know if you guys have, but
I went to college down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were talking to Cam, our intern, just a couple of weeks ago about Green Hall. I mean, that's right in the middle of all that crap.
He's down in San Marcos right now.
Yeah. So just having a physical connection to that area and knowing people that live down there, this has just been fucking with my head for at least 48 hours.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to kind of sort through that and understand why this is different, because it's not something that I wasn't in it. I didn't lose anybody that I know. It hasn't been anything like that. But those things happen all the time. And I think we as humans our nervous system has this capability. And I thought about this a lot too. You think about things that are happening around the world. You think about things that happen stateside. We talked about the school shooting tragedies that happen. The most unimaginable, unthinkable, most vile, evil thing that I could ever even get my head around is Sandy Hook. Those little kids. And this has emotionally impacted me more than that. And I think the reason for that is, and it's a goddamn shame, but the school shooting thing, it's almost, we live in a world where this has been going on so much, and any type of gun death, especially with schools or kids are involved, it's almost like we're getting to a point where we're treating it like people that die of cancer from smoking. Because, he was a smoker, so he I understand it. Well, they had to go to school, so it was bound to happen eventually. And the fact that we live in that world is mind-blowing. So something like this that just literally nobody saw it to this scale happened in the middle of the night, and it's primarily to children, has just absolutely thrown me off rails for a good 2+ days.
And that's natural too. Just, one life, 3 lives, 50 lives, whatever. But the school shootings, we looked this up, when we were prepping for the show. And Sandy Hook was, I think, 38 dead. That's effing terrible. There's 110 gone now. So this is worse than any school shooting.
Yeah.
And it's going to probably double or triple by the time this thing's done. So it's not that it's local. We have friends. In some cases that we're going to get to, it's even closer than that. But man, there's just a lot of lives that have been affected, and the butterfly wings of the families of the families and everything. It's just heavy. And so that's natural, I think.
There's also, I think I was trying, it's hard to talk about this stuff. So forgive all of us if we're kind of tangential and not super stable about this type of conversation. But I think there is something to our nervous systems when you think of the unimaginable, absolute unimaginable, like something like Sandy Hook, or Sandy Hook specifically. I think there's a way that our nervous systems are like, they take that visual, that event, and compartmentalize it, because if you had to experience what that was like, I don't think your body could handle it. Yeah. I don't think there's a way for you to actually ever process that. So it's put into this space to where it's almost imaginary. It's almost like a fable or a tale or something that maybe just didn't really happen. But this is so.
And we're not going to talk
so connected.
Too much of the political angle, but you can politicize a school shooting very quickly and focus almost your anger on the shooter and then the situation. This, I don't know that it's above politicization.
That's not right. That's not
politicization.
Right.
It's not.
No, I know. And most places, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But
no, but that's the news channel.
Yes, but you can always find a tragedy and then immediately, who can we blame? Who can I yell at? Who can we leverage this to make it whatever? And there may be answers to that. I understand that, but
and to a certain extent,
fuck that for a few days.
Yeah.
Like when there's more missing than have been found and confirmed.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it still. And to a certain extent, change caused by tragedy is the way you do it. And I get pissed off, actually, when people are like, don't bring up gun stuff when a shooting happens. That's when you have to talk about it. And so I understand the politics of it. But, like, dude, right now, man, there is serious loss of life, loss of family dreams, loss of friends' family dreams, and entire just existences that are gone. And so while I get upset that it's politicized, I also understand it because, of course, if we're in a perfect world where everything is figured out, then yeah, nothing happens. But that's not real. That's not real. And so what happened, especially when I've heard some stuff, and I know you've done some digging and stuff, when this happens at freaking 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, even if the politicians and things were in place just perfectly, that still wasn't going to stop what happened over the weekend.
No.
You know, I mean, like, it might have gotten better. Okay, now we're getting the politics. So it doesn't matter. The point is that we are humans. We live in real time, and you have to, I don't know, man. Some things just happen.
Well, and there are natural disasters. I mean, Big Mama reminds us
all the time
that we're little ants, you know, and can do it at will and does it. And so essentially, Mother Nature did what she do.
Yep.
And, you know, you can argue about the fine points of how you maybe should have reacted or prepared differently.
Yeah.
I don't know what angle you guys want to go. I mean, Madigan, please.
If I could just say one thing.
Yes.
I mourn obviously primarily for the ones that we have lost, but I'm also really mourning for the survivors and the girls who did have to go through that and the trauma that they did have to face. Like, as a female who struggles with PTSD, I just know how scary it is.
Oh, the world of therapy that they probably have
every
ahead of
time
them.
it rains.
Yeah.
Like, because a big thing that triggers me is sirens. Whenever I hear ambulance sirens or stuff like that, and like 4th of July weekend was hell because of all the parades and everything, and it was just nonstop sirens, and it just feels so empty for these girls because I was fortunate enough to not be fazed by this until I was in my 20s, and they're still...
They're 8.
Yeah, they're under 10.
Yeah.
Now, every time it rains, they're going to feel how I feel, and that I would give anything to take that pain away from them. Like,
it's a little bit like driving here today when it was dumping was a little bit like... I
was terrified.
After 9/11, when all the planes were taken down. And then I was walking outside 3-4 days later when the planes went up again. And I was at a golf course and I'm playing golf because I'm off work because there's no freaking nothing going on. It doesn't matter what my situation was. But everybody that was outside, a plane would go over and you would look across the course and everybody stops and is watching the plane go over. It's because 9/11 just happened, and something that happens every effing day you don't even think about. And then suddenly it's like, Jesus. And driving here today, when it's dumping way past what anything that I thought was going to happen, I hadn't considered what is this doing down the line.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes you just like reconsider day-to-day, everyday occurrences that, again, are no big deal until suddenly they are.
I mean, it's kids. That's what kills.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
the
hate to.
hardest part.
That's the hardest part.
The innocent.
And the innocence of summer camp.
I
mean, we
know,
were
and
lucky enough
Mystic
to.
is such a special place for so many young girls and
I've
boys.
never heard of it, and now I know.
All of my friends have gone there. I wasn't a summer camp kid. That just wasn't my jam. No hate to summer camp, but all of my friends went there.
We went when we were kids. We went to the same camp our dad went to when he was a kid in Indiana. And yeah, they probably they booked us for the double session because usually it's like 3 weeks and then you leave. And then we would say 3 weeks and they'd be like 1 day and then more campers would come in. So the truth is our parents were like, yeah, we'll take the 6 weeks off.
It's like watching the movie twice on the same ticket.
I went to one camp.
They
and
just-
now it's
just
like,
Take them on the whole
They
summer.
sent us for the long session, but it so impacted me at least. I mean, your development, certainly your school matters, but then you meet all these people from all over America, and it's all just weird and different. I remember the little kids. I don't know what we're doing here, but I remember a kid who showed me this cassette tape, Cash. We might have to see your spaghetti incident tattoo. But he showed me Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. He goes, wait till you hear this. And I'm like, okay. And I
Summer
listen, I'm
camp.
like, holy shit. I mean, what is this?
Yeah.
It's just such an innocent amazing thing.
It's like a miniature version of going to college, right? You get
kind
thrown,
of.
yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah, they throw you out there.
It's your
and
first taste of freedom.
yeah, and you figure out all these new people, and you're scared and whatever, and then suddenly you bond, and it's amazing. And that's what they thought the summer was going to be, and then it's the end.
In the middle of the night, no less.
It's
with mornings that were way too late if they got them at all, and yeah, those are my thoughts until I can finally go to sleep. I talked to a couple of parents this week. One of them is feeling the same way that I am as far as like getting sleep and these thoughts going through their heads as they go to bed at night. And I talked to her today, and she said she mother of 2 children. She's like, yeah, she goes, last night it was just so much that I had to get up and drink a double whiskey and smoke half a joint just so I could pass out.
Really?
Yeah. And those aren't, unfortunately right now, those aren't coping mechanisms that I rely on like I may have in the past. So you're just kind of fighting through it. And then another friend of mine who this is what brings it all back home. It's like, whether you know anybody or not, there's that butterfly effect, as one of you mentioned, or there's 6 degrees of separation from being connected to it. Mm-hmm. A buddy of mine delivers flowers as a kind of a part-time day gig, and yesterday he was about to take off to go do his job, and he's super depressed, and I didn't know, we were together at the time, and I didn't know what was going on. And later on I go, homeboy seemed a little bummed out, and they're like, yeah, he's delivering a bunch of flowers today to one of the memorials for one of the families that died in the floods. I'm just like, Jesus, that poor guy had nothing to do with anything, is now got to go, and I think it's that geographical connection, man. We all, whether you love us or hate us, this is a pretty great goddamn state. And there is something to be said about Texas and the way that we can be completely opposed in the things that we believe in. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to something like this, there's not another person, regardless of where they stand or what they think or believe, that you wouldn't just give the shirt off your back for, to help out or to be, or to at least connect with them. And that is one thing about these things. It is connecting, man. It does. Yeah. It does show you that you got a lot more freaking in common than you don't, for sure.
I signed up for something today that just broke my heart, because obviously I'm still thinking about mourning the ones that survived. A big thing that they're doing right now to kind of help those girls that did get separated from their personal belongings. Like right now, it's a big trend to have these stuffed animals called Jellycats. I'm obsessed with them. I have like 8. And so Jellycat and just all the retailers that sell them are doing a thing where if you were part of the incident and you lost your stuffed animal, like your comfort, your safety, you can go on the website and you can select it, and then somebody can sponsor you and buy you your stuffed animal again. So I went on there today and I bought like 8 for these little girls, because like they've just already had so much stripped away from them. And I know from obviously being a child and babysitting children, and Danny, I know you know this, the comfort that a child can find in an object like that is insane. And so there's a bunch of stuff out there. Like if you feel like donating your money just towards a relief or something like doesn't feel personal enough, there are little things out like that. And I'm going to put a bunch on our Instagram story today after this episode too.
She has the, Madigan made that for us, the QR code. Usually it's me begging for you to put $1 into our tip jar, but we cleared out anything that was in there. And again, thank you for people who just support this show.
Supporting us in general.
Like
tonight's different.
Really incredible. Mm-hmm. But we reset that thing to 0 right before we started the show. And every $1 that goes in there, we're going to pass it on to the Kerr flood relief.
Yes, thank you, Lisa, Andrew, Matthew, Eric, John, and Seth. We have already raised $300 to go to these amazing families. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if you're listening on audio tomorrow or whatever, we'll, please.
At Cirque Du Sirois.
At Cirque Du Sirois on Venmo. Please, thanks for supporting us in general. But this one.
This actually goes to something that's real.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a good.
Not just Mikey's fence.
This is not a mayo jar.
No. Yeah. But tip us on Thursday too. We do appreciate that. But throw some in there if you can. It's a good. We vetted this a little bit, best we could, because you never know with this stuff. But every donation that we're sending our thing to, every donation goes directly to the trusted local organizations provide food, shelter, healthcare, and hope. So whatever. If you got a few bucks, throw it in there. Cash, I know you have a personal story that if you want to try to squeeze it out, you can.
Should we maybe talk about the flood itself a little bit?
Yeah, actually,
and then maybe get back into this, take a break from the emotional aspect of this, if it's even possible.
No, go for it.
So right after it happened, people were wondering how, number one, how were they not warned? But number two, how in the world did this happen on such a grand scale? And I read quite a bit about this. That area has gone through one of the biggest droughts in the entire country for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. So when the water hits, there's no sponge effect. It's like hitting
it's hitting limestone.
It's hitting like a solid
slide
thing that the water is not soaking into the ground. It just disperses and gains momentum. I pulled there was a 5-minute video that an affiliate of CNN put together, and it was about 5 minutes long, and I did some quick cut edits and did a little 2-minute thing that'll kind of give you a pretty good understanding of how this all happened, and we can play that now.
Sorry. Also, thank you to Harry, Chris, Matt, Jeremy, Brad, and Andy, who are now up to $600.
Oh, thank you guys so much.
Y'all
That's
are
freaking
amazing.
sweet.
Okay. This is how it all went down.
The answers lie in a perfect storm of science, geography, and failure. It's part of what scientists call Flash Flood Alley, a crescent-shaped stretch of land known for its steep hills, thin soil, and rapid runoff. When rain hits here, it doesn't sink in, it flows, and fast. A rare atmospheric phenomenon developed, a mesoscale convective vortex, a swirling pocket of air about 30 miles wide. It grabbed moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and hurled it inland like a fire hose. One after another, training thunderstorms struck the same area again and again. Over 1.8 trillion gallons of rain fell on the Edwards Plateau in just a few hours. That's 4 months of rain in a single night. National Weather Service did issue alerts. Flood watches were posted Thursday afternoon, but their models predicted 3 to 5 inches of rain, not 10, not 18. By the time flash flood warnings hit phones at 1:14 a.m., it was already too late for many.
No warnings at all. They came hours later, which was the most devastating part. We got the warnings on our phones hours later. The destruction had already been done before the warnings came out.
So why is this happening more often and more violently? Scientists point to one cause: climate change. Warmer air holds more moisture, warmer oceans create more water vapor, and the result, heavier, more intense rainfall everywhere. Ocean temperatures in the Gulf have been above average for months. That gave this storm extra fuel and nowhere to go, like squeezing a sponge again and again and again. W. Nim Kidd, head of Texas Emergency Management, says the rainfall was never in any of the forecasts. But the Weather Service Union defends its teams, citing staff shortages, outdated systems, and a broken pipeline between warnings and action. Texas is learning, again, that in Flash Flood Alley, just 5 minutes of rising water can take everything.
And the thing, I saw a couple of videos of, I guess, people that are in the geology world that spoke about how these rains, like the European lady mentioned, this storm just sat. It was a low storm, so the clouds were closer to the ground, and over 1 trillion gallons of water dumped.
What does that even mean?
In a matter of just a few hours. You can't even get your head around that. You have these major rivers, and we've all floated. I don't know if you guys have floated on the Comal and the Guadalupe and the Schlitterbahn and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, those are all
San
parts.
Marcos.
Yeah, all parts of our early 20s, or at least it was for me. But you have all those smaller creeks, tributaries that flow into these larger rivers, and what happens is it's exponential. So you get the rainfall that's just pounding these creeks in one portion of the creek, and then it hits another portion of the creek. Well, you don't say one portion of the creek you get 18 inches of rain, and at the other portion you get 10. Well, it's not 18. It's now 28. And that 28 feeds into the river with all of the other creeks that the same things are happening. And then it goes into the big river, which has already accumulated its own amount of level of water. And it all compounds and exponentially turns into something that turned into, what happened in Central Texas.
Again, I'm not going back to the alert systems or anything like that, but I mean, I know this happened in 87 or something. There was an overflowing of the Guadalupe. It still just seems like, holy shit, how? And not the science of it even necessarily. Like if you're a camp that's on the banks of the Guadalupe in the summertime in Texas, this has happened before. I would think you just have protocols, and I understand, fine, when the weather says we're going to get 3 to 5 inches, whatever, all right, it's going to be shitbutt city, it's going to be a storm out there.
They didn't realize the storm was going to sit.
And it was probably the time of it. It was just the middle of the night is what really fucking hurt.
Terrifying.
I've got a couple personal stories I'm going to tell. One fits right now. I'll let you go in a second.
Okay.
But there's a friend of mine that had a son that was in a camp that was near the camp that really got blasted. I'm forgetting the name right
Camp
now.
Mystic.
Camp Mystic. Yeah. And evidently one of the boys in the cabin heard something, woke up, and was on the bottom bunk, and he put his feet down, and the water was up to his calf at that point. He gets up, and this all happened in the short period of time. He gets up and goes and wakes up the camp counselor, who again is a 15 to 19-year-old kid that's in charge of these 8-year-olds, and wakes him up, and it takes a minute to realize what's going on. That camp counselor wakes up everybody in the cabin, and by the time they got everybody awake from calf level, it was up over waist level.
Yep.
And then everybody got up on their top bunks, and then everybody that's on the top bunks, the water keeps coming up again in a short period of time to where they are now waist to neck deep on the top bunks.
Yep.
And then we've got here rafters above us. The kids then went up into the rafters to get away from the water. And up in the rafters, they're all hanging up there, and it's getting right up to their feet to where they don't even know if that's going to be enough. And in a matter of 90 seconds, 2 minutes, it then receded. So it's like the tsunami, where the tsunami hits, and then it recedes.
Yeah, exhales.
And it receded to where they could get down and out the door, and then ran up a hill. And the boys that are on higher ground, much higher ground than the Mystic camp, they all got out and went to higher ground. But to the point of it happening at the worst time, there's warnings going on cell phones and all that stuff. I don't know if that reaches out in the middle of nowhere. Hell, are you supposed to have your phone off at camp? And isn't that part of the thing?
I saw that with 2 counselors who are like, we only have our phones when we're at our counselor break.
Yeah.
Like even in the cabin with the kids, they don't have their phone.
Yeah.
Which, might be another layer of an alert system that could have helped.
What you're speaking to, I think, is the fact that you wake up and it's knee deep.
Right.
At that point, you're thinking, this is it. It can't get any worse. Waist, neck. Okay, then it's holy shit. Now I've got to survive. And you think getting on the top bunk's going to be enough. And the fact that it happened so fast, Matt, again, I want to play the time lapse. I want to play this video for you guys. And before she hits play on it, I want you to look at the timestamp in the upper left. This is how freaking fast these water levels rose, that if you weren't evacuating pretty much when it was at your ankles, you were essentially doomed if you were in the wrong spot. So this will start. This is a time-lapse video. It's 30 seconds long, but it covers 50 minutes, and we'll talk about it as it's playing.
Thank you so much to Chris, Matt, Jeremy, Brad, Andy, Andrew, Scott, Nima, Eric, and Paul, and Gary. Special shout out to Paul. He just donated $1,000.
Holy crap.
So we are now at $1,800. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so freaking much. God, this.
Okay. 510. Now it's 520. As you can see, and we'll roll this again. 1,700 hours and 1,710 hours is what the clock said at the timestamp. That is when the river is at normal levels, and
that's a wide spot too. So you can imagine
a very wide spot.
You can imagine spots that are narrow.
Okay,
and
let's play it one more time.
Yeah, look where it starts.
Yeah, watch it. It starts at 5:10. Look at that. That's okay. It's pretty flooded, but it's not bad.
Oh my God! Yeah, you can see the road.
Yeah,
the
you
road
can still see the road. It's got water on the road, but look where these people are up on as the road kind of goes to an incline up into the hills. Watch where these people are, and look how fast it takes. So if you're thinking you're getting out of bed and it's ankle high, you're thinking, oh, okay, well we've got time to kind of make our way to safety. This is what happens when by the time it gets to 5:20, look where the water level is. This took 10 minutes to get to this point. Go ahead.
Oh God, yeah, I didn't see that beginning.
Yeah,
Dear
that's
God.
10 minutes right there. That is unthinkable.
God, I did not see that one.
It gives me chills, and I've seen this probably 35 times, and it gives me
Look at them back in the cars,
chills.
and they're like, geez, we got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, because how much higher can it get? You've seen the videos of the guy standing over on the bridge overlooking what I believe was the Llano River.
Yeah.
And it's damn near bone dry. And he stands there in videos, and you're thinking, okay, well, this is a pretty good little flood we got going until that bridge is over 20 feet high off of the base level of that river. And within, I think 30 to 40 minutes, the water is already up to the top of the bridge and debris is going over the bridge that the river is carrying with it. This thing happens so goddamn fast on such a scale that we can only imagine.
And if and when he wants to share, Cash has a personal story that's pretty close. I mean, pretty close to how this all is affecting people. But before you even, I mean, there's dozens, and then you think of more than dozens of like the individual stories. God damn it. It's so fucking frightening to think of the different ways. I mean, it's July 4th weekend. We're going down there camping. We're going to chill on the river. I mean, it's probably the busiest time of year, worst time of day. And then snap, this thing begins.
Pat Green lost his brother, his sister-in-law, and two of his
I was going to get to that.
nieces.
Yeah. Pat Green is a friend of ours and
same.
a big supporter, for
He
a
played in
long
the
time.
sorority shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
my dad was hanging out with them a couple weeks ago.
yeah, he did go public that loss of little brother and family who are swept away. What's bizarre even is I don't know if they correlate, but on this Pat Green article, there's a picture of his family behind him. And I saw a story earlier today or last night with that same picture attributed to it. And I think they correlate. And it was a story about a guy who's, oh, fuck, holding his kids.
Do your best.
Like on a tree or whatever. And someone's saying, throw your kids. And he's like, I'm not going to throw my babies. And if that's fucking Pat Green's brother, I mean, not that it doesn't matter who it is, but I mean, those decisions, they were talking hundreds of them, and you have to make a decision. Oh, I'm holding my two kids. Maybe I can throw the little one to that guy who appears to be closer to safety, who I don't fucking know. Like those,
and then imagine
those millisecond split decisions were infinite. That who knows what they led to. But Jesus Christ, if that story that I read that busted me up applies to Pat Green, who's a fucking friend of ours, I don't know. That really made it real close to someone who I love and care about, who did confirm, that his brother and their whole family, I mean, their whole wiped away.
And they're one of many, man.
One of many.
I have somebody that I'm not super close to, but friend of a friend named Eloise. Lulu is her name. And I was at her 6th birthday party just a couple of years ago, and she was 8. And I've got a niece who's 9 now. named Kate, and Kate lives in, she lives elsewhere, but she loves animals, and there's certain kids that have it in their heart to, I mean, me and Mikey at that age, I can imagine that we were not as, we didn't think about others nearly as much as, some kids might. And my niece, Kate, loves animals. She's already decided she wants to be a veterinarian, and she will go to the dog shelters and she will read to the dogs in cages. Like, she just loves them. And she wants to, I don't know, spend time with them, and she'll read a children's book to the dogs. And Eloise, Lulu, lives here in North Texas, lives in Dallas. And she had just started a dog walking service where 25% of the money that she made was going to the Blueberry Hill Farm and Rescue. So as she was doing her thing, she's like, all right, well, the reason I'm doing this is, make a little money, but 25% of that money is going to this dog rescue place. And the Blueberry Hill Farm and Rescue, which you can look up, they've established a memorial fund in her name, where any money that goes, to that fund will be in her name and take care of the things that she loved. And a portion of what we are getting, we're going to give to that specific charity, because that's something that is personal to us, but it'll be small in comparison to what we give. All of it is going. Thank you so much for everybody that's giving money, but a portion of that in honor of Lulu will be going to them as well. And I heard another story about somebody that had to go identify a body 36 hours afterward, a grandfather that had to go with his daughter. The daughter obviously had lost a child, and they went in and identified the body. And the body had been, it'd been 36 hours since it happened. And, water does a lot.
It does. Yep.
And in thinking of the destruction and thinking of the quickness and thinking of the savagery of what Mother Nature can do when she wants to, there was some details that I'll spare everyone. But she had her toenails painted white to go to camp, And when they found her, all the nail polish had been stripped from her toes.
Oh my God.
Just the power of
the power of whatever had happened to her body. And with the information that Danny just presented, the stories that you've heard from the news and everything like that, it was savage, and it was brutal, and it was unrelenting, and it was inevitable. It was going to happen, and it was going to be bad, and there was nothing that could be done. There's a story of a firefighter that drove his truck in to try to help people, and he has not been found, and his truck has been found, and the car has been squished to the point, it was probably around a tree or something, to where the entire body of the car is wrapped around the steering wheel and the column of that thing. So, I mean, that's a massive industrial strength vehicle.
Yeah.
And a 8-year-old body ain't nothing like that. And it's not fathomable.
And stories like the ones, Pat Green's family, the one you told about your friend's daughter Lulu, as details continue to be discovered, as more, unfortunately, it looks like, I think this body count's probably going to get well over 300. As we learn more, you're going to hear more stories of tragedy. You're going to hear stories of heroism.
Yep.
I mean, we've already heard many of those, and they're out there. I mean, the stuff that we're probably sharing with you is nothing you haven't already heard. It's probably just more of a sharing of raw emotion that I'm sure most people that have hearts have been feeling for the last couple of days. And I think this is just maybe an opportunity to connect and talk about it and be in the same room with somebody, because I've been feeling like this. And, I had my son all weekend and up until today at 3:00, and I got to still be a dad, and be happy and engaged and stuff. But I'd be a fucking liar if I told you that when I went in bed, he still sleeps with me in my bed. When I go to bed at night after seeing this stuff and reading about it, that I'm not just clinging to him. And I haven't had a chance to even really process.
Yeah.
It didn't even happen to me, but it's like this, it's like a weird empathic kind of thing that, that you can't avoid.
It's kids.
It's kids.
And that's, the innocent. It's brutal.
Thank you so much to everybody who donated. We just hit $2,000.
Yeah, every dollar of that, if anyone's jumping in, and Paul, Jesus, $1,000. I mean,
That's crazy.
we promise it's all going straight to Kerr flood relief, with a little slice given to a girl,
Eloise.
little Eloise, who lost it, was starting her own dog walking business. Man, it's brutal, and I get it. It's easier to check the headlines and move on, but if you really immerse yourself in something like this, the stories are infinite. The shit that literal stuff that people have dealt with, and some survived, some didn't. And it's, like you said, the number's going to keep going. It's going to keep getting worse. I don't know. You all right? Everybody all right? You want to laugh at funny videos from the internet, or
Please.
fucking roll some marbles?
Let's go pee and make it drink and come back and have some fun.
All right, let's go shoot hot piss. And then I promise, second half of the show, a whole different thing.
Thank you for being human with us.
Thank you. Love you guys.
All right.
Is it weird to pee twice in a 10-minute break?
Well,
Like, see your doctor weird or just?
no, I think you're okay.
Was there
I
blood?
think it just hydrated.
Well, I had to pee super hard right when the.
So there was blood.
There's no blood.
Is that blood?
I had to pee super hard when the break started, and I went just now again.
Too much information.
Weird or not?
I see blood.
There's no blood. No damn blood. All right, welcome back to the Cirque du Sirois show. I thought that was fun, interesting, well handled, whatever. I mean, not fun at all. Why would I say that word?
Weird.
But I had to do it, and I thought that was somewhat cathartic. I took it as
Guys,
such.
someone just donated another $1,000. Like literally as we're speaking. Oh my God, and someone just donated $200. We are up to $3,400.
What are their
these
names?
Families. Aaron, Paul. Oh, Aaron just sent $500. What is happening?
Thank you guys
Aaron.
so
Thank
much.
you, Paul, and thank you, Jay.
We're
I'm like sweating. You all are so nice.
yeah.
We're up to 4,000.
And those
So great.
sweet people probably donated already too. It may have donated elsewhere. Put the thing back up just so people know what you're talking about. We're trying to drum up money, just like shit. Almost everybody is for the tragedy down south. It's all going to the Kerr flood relief. 30. How much? Over $3,000.
We just
4,000.
reached 4,000.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, thank you guys just for paying attention to us in general.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Like, I'm just
Yeah.
in love with all of you just for that. And then the fact that you guys jump in and help when other people need it is. All right, let's have fun.
Yeah,
Thank you.
the whole
Thank
goal-
you. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. We love you. We love you.
And
we love your buns.
We will pop up that QR throughout the show. Like, it's cool.
Yes.
And we're going to do you people later. So if you have any chats or anything you want to talk about, and if they are related to that, fine. Like, it's fine. But we kind of were like, all right, let's talk about it. And then let's come back as a whole different show. That's at least the idea. But then somebody goes nuts with another $1,000. And obviously we have to acknowledge it. So thanks to everyone who donated. It's all going the right direction. We promise you that. All right. One.
Aaron Kelly Legal just sent money.
What? Aaron Kelly Legal.
Kelly Legal.
Aaron Kelly Legal. What are you doing?
Thank you.
That's sweet. Thank you. And Aaron Kelly Legal supports us, on normal days too. So
I know, shit.
I'm not at all surprised
I gotta
that
take my jacket off.
that they would be supportive of this endeavor as well. So, all right, let's shift gears. Let's try to. All right, can we
Yes.
do this, Danny?
Yeah.
Who-
All right.
Yeah. Look,
Got some new animations for y'all.
just on last thing I want to say is we had no idea. We knew that we had options talking about the flood, and it was either you touch on it quickly, acknowledge it, don't be dicks, and just go in here and put on wigs and shoot
Just say
your
shark.
wieners everywhere like
Just say
we normally
shark
do.
outfit.
Right,
Just
okay,
say-
shark outfit.
Call it a shark.
We couldn't just ignore it, but we also I didn't feel great just about touching on it and then getting right into buffoonery.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
we're
we knew we had to discuss it. So we prepared a few things, but you didn't know where that was going to go. But I like I said at the end of the first hour, man, I haven't talked about this really with anybody.
No, yeah, right.
And y'all are my
I've been avoiding it. It
y'all
just
are
makes
my
me so sad.
best
Yeah.
pals. So it
This
makes
is
sense.
cathartic for us. You're right.
Yeah, it's good. It feels. I feel like a little bit has been purged, and you. Hopefully, you guys have an outlet with people that you love and care about to be able to kind of discuss these things too, because, like I said, compartmentalizing it's a coping mechanism, but I don't know if it's the most, you can't take on the weight of all the world's tragedies and grief.
Yep.
But this one was different. And I kept saying that in the beginning, that there's something different about
I
this one.
agree.
And I don't know.
All right, let's
I still
not,
don't
because
understand why, but
we can easily. We just discussed in the break. Like,
Yeah.
that felt good. Like, should we keep talking about this? But like, you know what? Let's not.
yeah,
Let's not.
let's just do our thing.
I'll say, okay, right. But no, it's not another thing. But I dress like a dick on this show, like on purpose. My hair's grown out. I wear stupid shirts because I'm like, they're good thumbnails. Like, if you see them, like, it might draw
You
someone.
make my job easy,
Mikey
dude.
lives for the bit.
Right.
No, for real.
So like today, I take my hat off and I kind of like try to comb my hair in a serious way.
What way would that be?
Well, I wore this like a normal shirt, and then I was kind of like, all right, and I just kind of had. Well, there isn't a normal effing way, But I'm like, all right, dude. And then during this break, I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. Let's change it up. Let's just laugh. Let's fuck around. So I kind of just like combed it for it. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
a
big difference.
Oh, we're there.
Vibe change.
The shark costume is literally 30 feet away.
Okay, we just discussed
I
that
mean,
too.
I'm glad we did.
I'm like, should I put the shark costume on? Well, that symbolized the change of shows. All right. Do you guys like eating food? Madigan?
Sorry, I thought the stream crashed for a little bit, so I was panicking. But we're good. It's so good. Everything is good.
everything's
And
good.
it is coming right.
Food.
now.
4, 3.
When they're in the mood, meat, vegetables, bread, and fruit. It does a body good. Let's talk about food.
Okay.
Oh, I love that
Been
song.
like
holding on to that one for a while.
2 months ago you did that, and we haven't
Everyone
found a
likes
spot
Yeah.
for it.
The unceremonious ending. The
Let's
dismount
talk
about food.
So we
It's
had,
so good.
It's amazing. We had this idea months, hell, years. I don't know if I want to get into all of that part.
Whoa. Gummies just hit Mike.
For real.
If we were playing
Cash
bingo.
shared his gummies on the break.
You know, I will. Screw it. Whatever crosses your mind. We don't know what this can turn into, but look, when you get your D magazine, Best of Dallas,
Right.
Your blank, Best of Dallas,
Right, but-
I will not look at 20 magazine and be like, ooh, Best of Dallas, interesting.
Do you know who
Radio, fucked again.
Do you know who D Magazine is? No, you don't. You know who we are,
Right.
and we have our own thoughts.
Well, ultimately, I want to maybe even do a separate show that is Cirque Du Sirois, Best in Dallas,
Yep.
because that gets all the clicks. And the magazines get bought. And why not? Who are you? Who is anyone to determine, the best in Dallas? So I pitched this at the ticket for years. I'm like, dude, the ticket is the ticket. You have they listen, people listen to you. Let's start a whole separate thing, a Best of Dallas thing. And I pitched, whatever. No one listened. And maybe it probably would have failed, like most of my radio endeavors, so I don't know.
Most of your radio ideas.
Right. So we're not exactly launching that just yet, but we are launching a food-related part of that. Mm-hmm. And we've decided, long before we started this show, that for the best of the best, any one of the three of us can just, even without the other two's knowledge, award something that's all-powerful in the food space
That's right.
of DFW.
That's right.
And that something is the golden spatula
Let's talk about food.
that I hold here into my
Oh,
hand.
there it is.
And I didn't even, it's the golden spatula.
That looks like real gold there, Mikey.
And I know this
So
is
heavy.
a subject.
I tried my best, Daniel.
It's real gold.
Don't hurt-
Ow!
Slow reflex.
Gold hurts.
I said screw it because
Gold hurts.
I went somewhere and there's a tie-in to what we were talking about last segment, and I would like to, Madigan, do the following.
What?
What? Really? Okay,
Whoa! I have not seen that.
you have been going
Wow.
ape shit about that spot with me on text for months.
We have got our first golden spatula winner.
Congratulations.
It's Partenope Ristorante, and I do call it Partenope when I'm not on a camera of any kind, but I want to sound smart. Partenope, I looked it up, is the proper pronunciation. And again, this is no, oh my God.
Look at that.
Holy
shit. Love me a good marg.
That's a
I want to
pizza.
put that in my mouth.
Dude,
I want to go to there.
you guys can throw this out anytime you want. I will hand you the golden spatula and you can give it to any type of cuisine, anything at all. I know
Yeah.
pizza's an important one. I've been there 3-4 times, and I went just the other day, and goddamn, and there's no sponsorship. Partenope does not
Nope.
know we exist.
Nope.
No.
That pizza is so effing good. It's Napoli style, Neapolitan pizza. They have all these other Italian dishes. There's one in downtown. There's one in Richardson.
Oh, there's the second one. I thought there was only one.
Never been to Richardson location. I assume it's just as good, but the downtown location is holy shit good. Like, close your eyes, nod your head, like, what is happening? I didn't realize this was possible.
This is not sponsored.
Yeah, I know. It does sound, I feel like it
We
sounds
No,
just
it's
like
not
to
sponsored.
eat. Everybody likes to eat when they're in the mood.
That's right.
That damn good.
Good
Now,
point, Madigan.
Vegetables, bread, and fruit.
It does the body good.
Let's talk about food.
Damn right.
She knows the lyrics.
dude, it's like what's happening in my mouth. Bites of pizza, and I'll give two specifics. The Calabrese is their spicy one. Mozzarella, tomato sauce, hot sopressata, ricotta, Calabrian, Calabrian chili and honey.
Dude, sopressata is the shit.
And it's got a little spice to
Favorite
it.
topping.
And
So what's
then
the bit?
I'm white, so I call it sopressata.
What's the bit here? They're
it's
authentic
Napoli style pizza.
Napoli style pizza.
Yeah, Neapolitan. So they basically, it's all about the dough, and I think it's like sourdough family.
Mm-hmm.
We sat at the bar, and they put it in there for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's
1 minute,
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Barely in there at all.
The Italian flash fry.
Those brick ovens are so damn hot.
And I'm telling you, we watched so many pizzas come out. The second one we got was the Napoli Centrale. So it has prosciutto on top. And the prosciutto's not even in there when they put it in the oven.
Yeah, they put it on
They put-
afterwards.
like the guy at the end, Expo.
Yeah.
The guy at the end is putting this prosciutto on there. I'm telling you, this place is hyped, right? It's on these lists. Like there's a thing called 50 Top Pizza, and they search for the best pizzas in the world and America. And Partenope has been ranked on their list. The only one in Texas, the only pizza shop
Really?
in Texas for the last 4 years. The list just came out a couple days ago. It
They made the
ranks-
top 20, didn't they?
Yeah, it ranks number 17 in the United States of America.
I'm going. I just learned about
Dude,
this today, but I'm going.
I mean, and I had the $21 for the Napoleon Centrale. Calabrese was 20. I mean, they're about that size. They're not, monster pizzas.
But you can eat a whole one by yourself.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate more than a whole one. And it was one of those decisions of I know I'm full, I know I'm done,
But it tastes
I'm
so
not,
good.
I can't. I'm not stopping with that. Now it's funny because I was ready to do this and award the Golden Spatula anyway. And yesterday I'm looking at Dallas News, I think it is, and I see Dallas Restaurant donating 100% of proceeds to the exact same foundation that we're donating any money we get tonight to. And it was part of Nope. So on July 10th, which is Thursday night, if you've never been, never heard of it, they're donating 100%
really
of their proceeds to the Kerr flood relief.
okay.
So like you get the Golden Spatula award-winning pie in your face, and they're giving everything in both locations straight to the same fund that we're trying to drum up money for too.
And when you go there, I mean, you're helping a good cause.
Ricotta.
Tell them that, you heard about them because they were awarded the Golden Spatula on the Cirque Du Sirois show.
Tell them they won a
And then
major
just
award.
look at the puzzled looks on their faces.
Please
when they respond.
tell them I hear you guys are Golden Spatula award winners. Yeah, we won
really?
Hey,
pizza.
everybody likes to eat.
We're on a few pizza lists, sure.
No, but you got the Golden
Mario, you
Spatula,
hear
bro.
about this Golden Spatula?
This ain't just some regular list. And I'll give you level 3 to
We'll
this.
frame it if you're serious.
Speaking of being serious, we're serious. Like this sounds like a joke. I love the pizza's jaw drop amazing. They're doing something good, so go this Thursday if you want to eat pizza. We're turning the Golden Spatula into something real. We're gonna make Madigan, who's gonna be mad at me. We're gonna make a legit certificate. I might frame it. I don't know, like a nice quality stock of paper,
Laminate it, maybe.
laminated. We're gonna bring it to these restaurants and give it to them. Hopefully they hang it on their wall and not just immediately discard it.
Let's put it in a frame so that they feel more obligated.
Okay, I'll
got
frame it.
They can't
Yeah,
just. Okay,
We'll
yeah.
pitch in for a nice frame.
Okay.
At home is going out. It's like 80% the whole store. We could just get a shit.
At
ton
Home's
of
going out
frames.
of biz?
What the fuck? 80%.
Our whole set is from At Home.
Yeah.
And we're going to give it to them. Hopefully they hang it up. And then someone else, one of you guys, is going to award somebody a Golden Spatula. And they're going to be like, oh, what is this? Okay, sure, we'll hang it up. We like getting awards. Who doesn't like getting fucking awards? They hang it up. They hang it up. Next thing you know, what is not a thing right now suddenly is a thing. A real thing, because we're regular dudes and we like good food. And I'm telling you,
And we got a Golden Spatula.
Go to Partenope and you'll eat a pizza that'll blow your fucking mind. So is it fake or is it real? And the next thing you know, you wake up one day a year from now and guess what? It's all real.
What? I don't know.
That's the stupidest 60 seconds ever.
No, it's not.
It's the most true.
So Partenope is delicious. Richardson location, downtown Dallas location. All their money on Thursday is going straight to the flood relief thing, and it's going to be good.
Very
Again, that was not
aesthetically
sold.
pleasing too. The blue and white in the whole restaurant.
It's so fucking
I did.
good.
I did a good Google, and so it would be a good little date night if anybody watching
There
needs
you
to
go.
bring their wife, girlfriend, fiance, or situationship there.
Go. Okay. So the great restaurants are being acknowledged here on the Cirque Du Sirois show, but you know what else is being acknowledged?
The shit birds.
We're not scared to give you the opposite of the Golden Spatula,
What's that?
which is the broken spork.
taken in the bathroom.
You even get a shitty open.
He's gonna fart.
Wait, can we watch it again?
Yes, we can.
Like,
I listened to farts for 15 minutes to
Find the right one.
It's like no,
Cute.
no, yes.
Mike could hear me. And
She's a fart then giggle, fart then giggle. Oh my god.
that's
Pick a
why is
winner.
it- why is it that that's
poop
now
humor's my forte.
the best open we have?
Right.
And my
The
favorite.
least they went.
Short too.
The picture and a fart.
And she's like, I have just enough wood grain toilet seat and that bowl in it and the trash can. I'm like, it's perfect.
So I'd like to announce our first Broken Spork winner as well.
Sucks to suck. Sorry.
Because, there's radio programs, podcasts, whatever the hell we're doing here. And they might be too afraid to point out places that don't get the golden spatula and maybe deserve something less excellent, but it's their fault. It's their fault.
100% on them.
And so I'd like to present our first.
All right, who left the American cheese off your hamburger?
No. There's actually two places, but one.
Reader's coming on. This is.
You know what? I'm just going to mention the food one because that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to name them.
Yeah. Fucking name
Holy
them.
shit.
Screw it.
Call them out.
So I just
You
don't
suck
care.
today is what we're saying.
I went to an appointment with my mom today in the
Irving.
Las Colinas area. And I was a very busy man. And I had to get back here to work. And I was like, oh, I want to get a sandwich and bring it back to the office. I'll hold this up the whole time. I don't care. I'm so proud to have this broken spork.
We didn't go to Popeyes and
I
get a
should
real
have drew a
I know.
frowny face on it.
Yeah, well,
Got a Band-Aid.
episode 2.
It's a Band-Aid.
Also found in that bathroom.
I'm very sorry for the owners and employees of Subs and Stuff Gourmet Deli in Las Colinas.
Okay.
I went to your establishment today, and I was like, I wanted to grab a couple subs for myself for later. I like to have leftovers.
Sure.
And I walked in there. Do you know about this?
I've never heard of it.
Okay. And I was like, okay, I don't want to go to chain sandwich place or whatever.
Sure.
I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, let's go
support
to
local.
Support local is what I was trying to do. And I walked in there and it was a little bit after lunch rush, I guess. It was basically empty. But they'd been there for a while. I'd heard of it. Hadn't been there before. And I walked in and looked at the two menus and, they looked great. And a bunch of employees left at the time that I was coming in, which was maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. So again, it was probably after the lunch rush. And then I went up to the counter and this guy comes up and he's walking in from the back and he goes, hey, you know what you want? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. And I looked up at the menu and they had a couple of sports themed sandwiches, the Ranger, the Maverick, and the Cowboy.
Okay.
They had double meats and all this stuff. I'm like, that sounds effing awesome. I want that stuff. Eat some later, whatever. And
Cash ordered a sports sandwich.
Yeah. I love a sports sandwich.
Danny,
You know that.
Nice and sharp.
It's your biggest weakness.
It's, yeah.
I
Put a
tried
sports sandwich
to.
in front of me. Oh.
I tried to.
Oh, Cash.
Because after looking at the menu, I looked down at him as he's coming up, and his finger was up his nose with a napkin,
Yeah.
and he was,
Like
what do you
bleeding
want?
or running?
No, he was blowing his nose and whatever,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
just like, oh, God. So you're probably the person that's going to make
Yeah,
it.
you're not.
So it's just off-putting. And then I go, I want the Ranger, the Maverick, and the Cowboy, to go.
Triple threat.
And he goes to me, did you look at the white piece of paper? What do you mean?
Did he hold up the marbles instructions?
Yeah, it was kind of like that. He pointed down.
Exclamation point, cook.
It's between the two lines. It's really easy to read.
It's how could you not?
Easy.
Exclamation point, we're out. That's awesome.
And he goes, did you look at the piece of paper? And there's a laminated, Madigan, piece of paper right there on the counter.
Types of sharks. No?
And it says, these sandwiches, it's a list of of sandwiches on the order. These sandwiches take a long time to make.
That's
And I'm
not
like-
your fucking problem.
Yeah, you're the only one in there, right?
I'm the only one there.
Okay.
He's
And-
probably the only one there as well on that side of
Right.
the counter. He didn't want to
Right.
fuck with your long ass sandwich.
And I go, nah, I didn't see the white piece of paper that's down here.
I didn't look at phase
all
two
the
of the menu
menus.
that apparently.
And he
Big sandwich
goes,
regret decision.
and it
pay.
did on the piece of paper. It said these sandwiches take much longer to make, and there was a list of several of them. The 3 that I wanted were on the list. Sure. So Danny, if Sandwich Man told you that these sandwiches take longer to make,
Yep.
and I'm like, cool. Well, how long? What do you think a number that came back to me would be?
For a sandwich, reasonable amount of time, how long can it take? I'd say max 10. What it should be, I have a feeling it's... I know, it's going to be long. I would say 10 minutes max. It's like, yeah, sure, I can wait 10 minutes. I mean,
fired
what are you slow roasting the pulled pork now?
Right.
I mean, sure, I'll give you that. But yeah, sandwich shouldn't take more than 10 minutes.
He told me that to make those 3 sandwiches, it would take 45 minutes.
What? Okay, can I tell you what's in, can I tell you what's in play
Below
here?
an hour.
All right, so first of all,
I know.
the second the guy reaches for the hidden boog that he can't find, I'm out. I'm out
where'd
the
you
door.
go?
Yeah, leaving.
You're
I'm
like, you know what?
fucking leaving. I don't care if you washed your hands in vinegar and alcohol. I'm still leaving because you had the audacity to do that in front of me.
Right in
Yeah.
my face.
If I decided to stick around and eat a booger sandwich like you were clearly willing
I was
to do,
clearly willing
Yep.
to do that.
and then he says 45 minutes. I realized that this guy, all of his employees went home because the lunch rush is over. Have worked in restaurants for a lot of years. That's the worst time. You want a break. You want to clean up and have the afternoon.
Fair.
But you still, look, if you're going to be there, you might as well give great service. He didn't want you there.
No.
He didn't want to make your sandwiches. It's kind of like having the appearance fee that is so much money that nobody will ask you to ever go stand at their car dealership.
Yep.
It's you price yourself out of things.
Yeah.
This guy was timing
That's
you
exactly
out
right.
of staying in his restaurant because he wanted to go pick his nose and take a shit.
That's exactly what
The
happened.
last thing you want to do is whip up a Maverick.
A hot Maverick.
And then I asked for 3. I didn't know what I was asking for. I thought it was it's 3 sandwiches on the menu.
You didn't even get any food, did you?
No,
And you
on my heels, I go,
Did you say good afternoon to you,
Yeah.
sir?
kinda.
Well,
What'd you
tell
say?
him how you started this story when you came into the office. All I wanted was a fun sandwich.
A fun witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fun
I just
sandwich.
wanted a good, fun sandwich.
Yeah.
I had a long day.
I like sports. I like sandwiches. And this had all the roast beef and the
All I
turkey.
wanted
And
was a fun
I'm like, oh, the
sandwich.
Maverick it's a little different than the Ranger. It's a little different than the Cowboy. I'm like, shit, I want all that. I don't even know what they cost.
Didn't care. You didn't care.
Didn't care.
He didn't care either.
And so I wheeled around and I said, good day to you, sir. And so therefore,
This is gonna hurt.
I'm sorry, but Subs and Stuff Gourmet Deli in Las Colinas, you have received the first ever broken spork from the Cirque du Sirois show.
Congratulations.
I'll go back.
Be better. Be
I'll go back,
better.
and if they improve,
Willing to listen.
maybe a golden spatula on the horizon for
Maybe
you.
I'll
But
glue that.
Boy, that got to
Boy,
be.
that is a rags to riches story. Right?
But for now, I don't think they're going to hang up the broken spork certificate that we print out.
Maybe we should do that too. Let's do that too. Here you go.
You can hang it up or not. I don't care.
Right next to their health inspection,
Yeah,
D minus.
D minus.
Instead of laminating it, we just cover it in packing tape.
We also won this. We would like to thank our friends at Jam Roofing.
Yes!
Jeff and Matt. Jeff.
We
and
love roof.
Matt.
We love roof.
I love roof.
Add a DFW to JAM, you get Jam DFW at a .com. That's their freaking website.
Bavoosh.
Yeah. What if I told you that Matt and Jeff have combined experience of 25 years in law enforcement? You think these guys are pretty squared away, right?
Trust them.
Yeah, you trust them.
Insta trust.
Yeah, they're the good cops.
Yeah.
They're the good cops that opened a freaking roofing company. And they're awesome because one of them's still in law enforcement. The other, I believe it was Jeff, he got out of law enforcement, went to work as an insurance adjuster. So guess what? He knows all of the ins and outs on how to handle your claim so that you're going to get the money that you are rightfully owed. Now, Jam Roofing also is a concierge roofing service, so that means at the moment, Cash, that you pick up the phone and call, they're going to handle every single aspect so you don't stress through the claim struggle, that process, and you have to haggle with insurance companies. They do every single bit of it. And right now, because you love Cirque Du Sirois, and when you call them or go on their website and reach out to them and mention that you heard about Jam Roofing from us, they're going to give you, for no cost at all, a roof tune-up. Costs you nothing. And what they do is they go up, they replace rusty nails, nails that may have come undone due to your house shifting. They'll caulk up small holes, make sure that your vents are working properly. It's a roof tune-up. And they're freaking cool dudes, man. They get us. They like us, which helps a lot.
Yep.
So they're going to be super cool if you call them and tell them that you heard about them from Cirque.
Oh my God!
You're going to get really great treatment.
Probably have a laugh with them.
Yeah,
have a laugh.
They're the
together.
guys you want to have a beer with.
Right.
Yeah.
Good dudes. We can't thank them enough for being on board with us, believing in us. And I'm not going to lie, I have not used Jam Roofing. And
you will.
Yeah. Oh, I promise you I will. And I hate to say, if this shit is still going on outside right now, I don't know where rain all day turns to hail.
Yeah.
I know in the Northlands, the hail comes through a lot, and then these weirdos come by and slip a card in your fence or in your door, and they're just fly-by-night bullshit. They're not like cops for 25 years who are like dedicated to this and doing it right and know the ins and outs of the insurance game. So I promise you, if and when, Jam Roofing are my guys.
I'd like to thank Texas Carter for saying that we will provide Jam Roofing with the golden shingle.
Oh,
good.
I think they have the authorization to do such things.
Well,
Carter.
Okay. I think it's a good idea. We'll take it under advisement.
I'm leaning yes on just the insta vote.
I'm the one that makes the animations, and I'm leaning yes, so I think
I'm less appreciative of the audacity, more appreciative
Yes.
of the
I
sentiment.
kind of agree.
I don't want to give Madigan more work, but I think the next time we put this graphic up, there should be one golden
Yeah, you're
shingle.
right. A single golden shingle.
I'm gonna have to
on
get
the
a
damn
new
thing.
house graphic. I'm not getting rid of your sweatshirt though.
Go to jamdfw.com or call 469-890-6848, and you too will love roof.
Remember,
Right?
if mankind is on your roof, call the Undertaker. But if anything else is wrong with your roof, call jamdfw.com.
That's what they say.
Hit the music.
Song. Worst slogan. We're going to work on that, Jam Roofing.
No, that's actually a good slogan. They
that's-
like that.
That's in the...
They'll like that. They're going to want to cut that. Whatever. Madigan's been singing my Aaron Kelly legal song all day.
You need to be free like an eagle, and that's why you call Kelly Legal.
All right. If you want to play Bingo, you can do it. Sponsored by our friends at Kelly Legal on Thursdays. We will have some fun. Also, random ass people kind of send us bread for the Light Bright, which says Smash on it today. I don't know. Smash. Beautifully written. If you want to own the Light Bright, you can hit us up at
Smash! Smash! Smash!
at cirquedusirois@gmail.com. Any questions, concerns about the show and a potential sponsorship, if you're interested in that, we would certainly love to hear from you, man. We're trying to keep this bad boy rolling and keep it free forever. So cirquedusirois@gmail.com. If you want to do the Light Bright, do anything at all, man, we are down.
And shout out Jeremy for being today's Light Bright provider.
Jeremy?
What's the relevance of Smash?
Did he tell us
the
or
email
not?
he said, I just wanted to say Smash. That's it. Say, sir, yes, sir.
Jeremy,
10-4.
Jeremy trying to get laid
Yeah.
tonight. Yo, baby, I put up Smash on
He's sitting with a girl outside, and he was like, he's pointing at it.
Yeah.
Oh, if we watch TV and it
I
says
did
Smash
that.
on the screen, I think that's a sign.
Yeah, I think we must.
It's 8 p.m. We
kinda have
gotta
to.
watch this show.
We kind of have to at this point. Daniel Sanchez, a big supporter of ours, he used to be the sponsor of the Moment of Silence, which
R.I.P.
was,
Moment of Silence.
was canceled because of failures on all of our parts, I'll say.
Well, we ran out of electronic equipment that makes shitloads of
shit.
noise.
So we've applied him to a fun game that we play sometimes. We're not going to do it all the time, but we are going to do it again tonight. It's called Initial Reaction.
Okay.
It's the simplest game
God,
in the world.
I gotta do good better.
It's
bad at
back
this
up to
game.
me being first.
So bad at this game.
Madigan's going to give us 2 initials, and all you have to do is name anyone famous
You can play at home.
or at least funny with the initials that Madigan is about to give us.
DM.
DM in honor of Kevin Turner. I'll start with Dave Matthews.
David Moore.
Davis Mills, quarterback.
Shocking. The first quarterback off the board was Davis Mills. When I will select Dan Marino.
You fake.
You know
Cash.
what? Cash, you lose.
That's the collectible network. That was the collectible network that came out.
The biggest Dolphins fans in the world, and his
Goodbye,
first
Cash.
quarterback off the board, he just drafted Ryan Lee.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
He ran up to the podium and just screamed Davis Mills as the clock was down to 0. And we're all like, what the fuck? All right, good pick.
Dolphin Nation!
Davis Mills.
God, Don Mattingly. Cash, you're back up.
Oh, God
What other
almighty.
scrub do you want to take off the draft board?
Another quarterback, the Magic Man for Green Bay. Magikowski.
I'm not helping you.
Dan Magikowski, Don Magikowski. I mean, I'm
Yes.
right there.
We'll
Kinda.
take it. We'll take it.
Don Mikowski.
Don McCaw, thank you.
Well done. Jesus Christ, I'm so flustered. I don't even have one. This shouldn't be hard.
There's some good ones in the chat, so everyone close your laptop.
No,
I never look at the chat. This
Take
guy.
the readers off.
My job is to look at chat. You quit yelling at me.
Glasses
You
on,
quit
at least
looking at
you've
me.
got 3 or 4
Quit looking at me.
I will smack those readers out of your fucking head.
I will hit you with a effing
Shut your
sport.
laptop
Do
right
nothing.
now. I don't
I'll do
trust
no
you.
damage.
This is war going
Why
on.
does he cheat? He does cheat, and that's okay.
He doesn't cheat. He also loses every time.
Dick Murdoch.
What is that?
Who is Dick Murdoch?
I don't know. Is that somebody?
Is that somebody?
See someone from the Murdoch thing?
Isn't that nobody? Doc Martin.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Dan Marley,
Oh shit!
Phoenix
Nice
Suns.
thunder.
I've been to his restaurant in downtown Phoenix.
Yeah, I have too.
it's
Actually,
really
Can you believe he's got a restaurant?
yeah.
Can I throw one in there?
wait. When it's my turn, you can. Not when it's Cash.
Danny McBride.
Nice.
Oh, good one. Dallas Maverick.
I was gonna say that.
It's yours, so Danny.
No, I won't take that from
Yeah,
you.
you have to take.
I believe he's in jail, and I do not support that. Danny Masterson.
Ooh,
All right.
yeah, he was a little rapey. Maybe a lot rapey. Right?
You can't be a little rapey.
Yeah, if it's any, it's too much.
It's not.
He was rapey.
Yeah,
There you go.
period.
It's better.
Dick Murdoch was a real person. He was a wrestler.
Okay, that's
Oh,
why I
that's
know
why
him
it
because
gets
I got
From
wrestling shit.
Yeah,
Effing
1996
wrestling.
to 1996.
We got Starcast in town this weekend.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Brody's the only one laughing. Thank you, Brody. I'm sorry, everyone else.
Silence on the audio stream.
They said Danny Masterson needs Kelly legal.
Boy, he does.
And he should have called him.
Yep.
You
should've-
need
he
the
missed his
E
chance.
to be free like a eagle.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
I don't want the game to end, so keep going.
There's got to be a fucking time limit.
Yeah, there
See, I
should
hate
be.
this
I
when
lose every time
Someone
because I
just
get like
texts me,
5
and I will
can't-
look.
Don't look at your phone.
I can't
I
think
can-
If I can't look at chat, you can't look at your phone.
What's Mino's first name?
David Mino.
I mean, what are we doing here?
I'm
good-
helping Danny.
Good one, Danny.
I mean, Cash cheated, so I get 1 cheat.
no, you're good.
Everybody
Dale
gets one
Murphy.
cheat.
Dale Murphy.
Dale Murphy.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the controversial Bud Light trans person was Dylan Mulvaney.
Correct.
Okay.
Mulvaney.
Dylan
What the-
Mulvaney.
Smack that ass with a spatula. Not his,
Dun, dun, dun.
not theirs.
Oh, I got
My
one.
own.
I got one.
hers.
Hers. Thank you.
God, it's so hard when you come up with one and then you try to think of the second
And yeah,
one
you
and then
forget
you
the first
forget
one.
the first one.
Yeah.
But when you're not up, like when Danny's up,
It's hard when you're
it's
up.
not too bad. Then you're up and it gets hot. It gets hot.
I'm feeling the pressure.
You got it. There's a bunch more.
I have to remember the one that I had. All right.
Direct message.
I mean, that's
That's a good one.
God damn it. All right. All
Deuce
you need is-
McAllister.
Oh,
Extra
that's really
point
good.
for
All you
Danny.
need is a seal of approval for one person. And Madigan's
thought it
very
was
kind
funny.
with it.
Slide into my DM.
Deuce McAllister.
Yeah, someone said Danny slid into passing that round. My mom used to say, "Oh, you should trip and fall into his DMs."
Trip and fall.
I'm like, that's a great first impression. Help.
What are the initials again?
DM.
Don't scratch your head
Yeah,
with
you're
a
getting
spatula.
dandruff all over their award.
That's prime.
We are going to make a
vinyl.
trophy out of this, by the way, like a beautiful actual trophy.
Yeah. That's real gold.
He's
I
stalling.
say
He's
we-
stalling. He's stalling. He's stalling.
He's good at it.
Your answer.
This, you're going to have to
This
argue
one works,
this.
and
And
it-
I would like to start this answer by
I'm out.
saying you're welcome for my service when I served in the Air Force at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, attack a veteran on a live camera? Cash.
I'm going to go
Danny's
with
up.
I'm going to go with the electronica dance cover band comprised of religious figures.
Oh, this is made up.
Daft Monk.
Oh my God!
Thank you.
See, there is
There's
Creativity
a comedy
points.
clause.
there's a codicil for
And if you're going to reconsider us live, we're fucking saying yes.
We're here for it.
We're accepting this. Accepting your terms. Daft Monk. God, that might be the auto win button.
Dandy Don Meredith.
Damn it. How do we not get that?
I didn't get Dan Marino.
Donald
Motherland.
Motherland. Dale Earnhardt. Dave. There's got to be a million fucking Davids. David Montgomery.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, I got another one too.
He won't remember it.
I will.
I want to lose. I'm sick of this shit.
Okay.
Why do you
can
hate
also-
this game? I love this game.
It's fun. I love the
I
game.
get passionate. I get 3 really good ones, and then my mind just goes completely blank.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird. Did I say David Moore already from the Rancher?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Did you?
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Oh.
That was your
was
first
my
round
first-
draft pick, shockingly.
David Moore.
I love David Moore. I miss David
I
Moore.
do too.
Hi, David Moore, if you're a fan. I'm not a fan.
You get a golden pencil.
All right, should we stop the game?
Yeah, let's stop.
All
Doc
right.
Martin.
I already said Doc
Sorry,
Martin.
so-
fucko.
Shit.
David Murphy of the Rangers.
Yeah.
All I had left.
All right, no winner.
Everybody
You guys are the
Mikey
winners.
wins again. Mikey's
Every-
undefeated.
I'm pretty
in
good at this game.
I'm pretty sure.
I've learned.
One
Yeah.
made me laugh in the chat. Just said dog mom.
Okay.
Dog mom.
Dog
Y'all
mom.
could have guessed that.
How about the Doom Scroll?
Oh shit.
Is that happening right now
Yeah.
on the
Yep.
Cirque?
By the way, I've started because we kind of ripped our Doom Scroll open.
Oh, there it
from
is.
Black Mirror. Have you watched any Black Mirror this season?
I watched all of them.
Okay.
I fucking love all of
Dude,
them. I might
the
be.
Paul Giamatti one is so good.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
I might be a complete Black Mirror apologist where
I love it.
they're all, like one of the better shows of all time.
Yeah.
And they're all excellent.
When can we talk about Squid Game?
I watched one
2 years
episode in
ago.
season 1.
You bailed?
Yeah, I never finished it. It didn't interest
Where are
me.
you
at
at,
all.
guy?
I think it's great.
The third one?
Yeah.
I watched the first episode.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I know you guys have both seen. All 3 of you have seen it. I am on episode 6 of Your Friends and Neighbors.
Fun show.
Oh, yeah.
Great show.
I
Isn't that awesome?
love it.
Yeah.
I know.
Absolutely love it.
I want to talk Squid Game at some point, but
Okay.
We can
Friends
do a
and
little
Neighbors
mini
is
Squid Game.
effing awesome.
I love it. I don't know what we got. This is where we just dick around on the effing internet and find funny shit and laugh at it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Videos from
Mike.
the internet.
Yeah, Mike, that's what we do.
That's what we do in the Doom Scroll.
I mean, we're on
A
the
band
internet
is
right
for-
now.
I have a few. Do you want to start with the songs one? Let's do the
Sure.
classic song one and then the golf song one, okay?
Okay.
So the classic song one, and this is weird because I don't know what's like common to you guys or not. Madigan knew this one. I've known this one for years. It's just an icon of dumb shit, which is see a text thread conversation and then somebody sings a song to this text interaction and sings both sides. Have you seen this like
No.
I have no idea what
No.
style of meme?
This is new to me.
All right, well, this is just one that's been around for many years, and then there's another one behind it, but this is just good work.
Well, one moment, please.
And we're going to do this.
We're having a
moment,
technical
please.
difficulty.
Possum Kingdom Lake is bringing you this moment of thought.
Oh,
The lake?
I want a house at Possum Kingdom.
We'll talk about that later, Mike. As soon as
You act like you know how you could get one.
I feel like I could help people.
I'm not paying a ton for this slice of property cash.
I've got a deal for you.
I only have about 39 grand.
I'm looking for it.
And I'm looking for kind of an entry level option.
Interesting.
Is that something you
I don't know,
might be
maybe.
able to
We'll
help me
see.
with?
We'll
I have
see.
a friend who has a lot of money, and he wants lakefront.
Okay.
But I just kind of want one up near the lake where I can go down to the marina, all that thing.
Maybe build a tiny house on it. Could you help me with that? at
yeah,
some
I
point?
could probably help you when
Maybe help me right now.
when that time in the show comes. Danny Manning,
Danny Manning, of
Yeah,
course.
Danny Manning. That's a good one.
Demi Moore,
Oh, fuck, Demi Moore. Shit, did we have one girl?
DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Sports.
It's a good one.
There's that's an easy one that we should have probably done even a lot better at.
I love
DM.
Demi Moore.
You do?
How much?
All
All of it.
We
All
got
the
any
way.
luck or no?
It says 13 seconds, so keep going.
You want
Hey guys,
Let's do a moment of silence for these 12 seconds.
can't even do that. Weed eater.
Cash, tell us about your vacay.
I went on vacay. It
Was it magical?
Yeah.
He went swimming, at least for 5
Danny's
seconds.
never been in the effing Keys.
Never been to the Keys. I've been to Florida a bunch, but never the Keys.
Really?
No.
Might be my favorite place in the world.
It seems amazing.
It's
It is
kind of a little not secret, but goddamn, it's lovely down
complete immersion. By the way, the ocean. Let me talk about the ocean. That saltwater mother effer
Yep.
will fix anything.
Okay, I have it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about
Cool
that later.
story, Kat.
Right after we do the Bon Jovi water feature
All right.
story from Calabasas.
Reset this up.
Oh yeah, okay. So this was a few years ago, like a song, like you watch a text interaction that turns into something, and then someone else sings a song along with it. Anyway, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Oh.
Good evening. Is this available? Yes, it is. Please leave me alone. We are sleeping.
Huh?
No more contacting, please. Thanks. Appreciate you contacting me. I know I'm no longer interested. Please stop contacting me now. I will contact Attorney General.
Attorney General.
To thanks.
Is this
I
common
love
among-
doom scroll.
Like people do this all over? Or is this like this one guy's
No,
really
okay.
good
Well,
at
this
or
guy
what's
did
the
it
deal?
years ago.
Okay.
I mean, we had this on original Cirque.
Did we?
Yes. And Christina and I can't stop. We will to thanks each other very regularly. It's just a funny bit.
Yeah, it's
right.
great.
And I don't know. He probably wasn't the first, but whatever.
I want to see more from that dude. He's good.
I agree. He's good. And he does have a couple more, but now it's turned into something where a lot of people do it. And you'll see how my algorithm works on Instagram, where there's a lot of golf stuff. It's all golf, Danny. It's not Selena Gomez putting on makeup like yours.
You must have reset your cookies then, because I've seen what your Instagram search looks like.
Golf takes over.
So,
Can I shout out a few Venmo people?
oh
really
yeah,
fast?
absolutely. Fire.
Shout out Travis, Cole, Charles, Jose, and Joe. Special shout out to Charles, because he also donated $1,000.
Jesus Christ.
So now we are up to $5,000 to
my
go to
God.
these families. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I could do a backflip.
Dude, like
That's all going straight to flood relief down south. Every penny of it.
I'm freaking goosebumps.
Yeah, that's.
I know. Thank
that-
y'all so much.
No.
Now to the funny golf video.
Hey.
Yeah. Anyway,
And now to this guy hating his wife.
We need hilarity.
It's 1:45.
Oh, did you want to set it up?
just restart it. It's the same bit. It's a wife texting her husband while he's golfing, and then a country guy decides to sing the whole thing as a jam.
Left at 9. It's 1:45.
Yeah.
Are you still golfing? Yeah, we're teeing off on 16. You also said you'd be back around 2. Well, the course is packed and it's super slow. Okay, so what time are you gonna be home? The baby's crying and the other 3 won't stop fighting. I hate that golf takes so long. Tell them you can only do 9 holes now when you go.
Hell yeah.
That ain't gonna work. Well, I'm not in a good mood, so I guess I'll just see you whenever you're done. Can't wait.
Can't wait. Oh my God. Just what a gangster sign off.
Can't wait.
Period, too. Can't wait. Period. He has
Period.
punctuation in
Can't
his
wait.
last 10 texts. Oh my God.
This poor woman.
I know.
Guys, golf takes so
Let me tell you
long.
something.
Let's not take sides here. Hang on.
All he had to say was, I'm sorry, I'll bring dinner home so you can
No
relax.
shit. I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm in a fucking golf dick sandwich.
That's us.
Golf guys are dicks. Yeah. Because that game, especially if you're married and you got kids, just give that up. Don't leave your wife at home to deal with 4 kids.
Don't listen to Dan.
While you're out just
Danny. Mute
It
Danny.
was a
shit housed. And let me tell you, hey, ladies that are watching,
Shit-housed.
regardless of what they tell you, they're out there just doobieing up and drinking brown drink and taking their time. 'Cause they could knock this out in 2.5 hours easily. But no, they're out there fucking off. just prolonging the amount of time before they have to come home.
He doesn't know what he's
And he doesn't even give a shit. He goes, can't wait.
Can't wait.
Some might say it's
Although it is a gangster sign off.
some might say it's therapy.
It
Danny.
is.
Like getting out in the
Serotonin,
what do you-
vitamin D.
Yes.
And what
nature,
what are you doing for her?
love.
Are you staying at home with the kids while she can go out with her friends and drink wine
It's
for
guys
6
like that.
hours?
It's guys like that say, "Oh, I have to babysit my kid."
Yes, you don't
It's like-
babysit your own kids.
Oh, the divorce must have went awful then. Like, no, that is your kid.
Yeah.
That you
You
watch your own
guys-
child.
It's not our fault. A round of golf takes 7.5 hours.
Hey,
All right?
Yeah.
It's just how it is. All right.
if I was
This-
better,
The fool's open.
It's our passion.
if I was better, it would take just the 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
About
I'm doing the best I
7.5.
can.
Can't
And you
wait.
have carts. You act like you're toting your own bag around.
Here, just do the last one I have. Let's swing it, Curtis. Trust me, this was just real fast. I don't even know where the hell I'm heading.
DJ
Here
Mbenga.
you go.
I love this
Watch the very
one.
beginning too. Look at Curtis go.
I love Curtis.
Knock it out of the park, Curtis. Oh,
Sling it, Curtis.
What happened?
he's flying home.
How did he even get on
Look,
base?
look.
Yo! I love Curtis's daddy. That is a
dead
supportive
drop.
daddy right there.
Unnecessary slides. Play that one more time.
Swing it, Curtis. Knock it out of the park. Look at this way.
How's he get on base? Oh, he walks?
He made,
Oh, that's a strike.
Knock it out of the park, Curtis.
and look, he was caught in a pickle.
He almost runs back to third.
And then he
That's
flies.
my favorite.
What happens here?
And then he hits a death drop like a dragon.
Oh, okay. His cleats hit home plate. His cleat hit home plate, and gravity won the day.
God.
Sorry, I gotta play it again.
I
Poor
said,
baby.
I said it was like an uncle. Knock it out the park, Curtis. Swing it. Watch.
What? There's no weight shift.
Swing it, Curtis.
And then, oh no, maybe I should go back. Oh.
Oh, and then this. Oh,
Shit.
how is that?
I'm telling you, though, with
All
a
right.
tiny bit of coaching,
Those
Curtis could mash.
Okay, there's some potential. Yeah.
There is no doubt.
He's
Curtis
basically
needs to be on the O line.
he's basically Prince Fielder.
Yeah, if it was Curtis Fielder.
Those listening in audio form, large young man failing to play the baseball, and then struggling to get home, and then his cleat,
When he finally made it home,
his
he
cleat
slipped
hit
on
home,
he
and then
pretzeled up.
there's
Like,
no way
That
that
is a drag queen at the end of her performance. That is a textbook death drop. I would be drinking mimosas and pay to
Look,
watch
he
this.
finally.
Oh my God! The
Here
end
comes
of
the
that.
hurricane, bitch. Bow.
He's fine.
He's not fine.
He's
There's
fine.
no way he's
Full
I don't
stretch.
know.
Yeah, I tore my ACL at 9.
Oh, my God.
You did?
Do you have one?
Yeah, I got one. Is this the last one?
Yes.
Okay, so we've all heard of the church can sometimes promotes this. Various churches, it's called gay reversal therapy.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Pray
when
away the
people
gay.
that are pray away the gay, and there's a lot of debate whether this works or not. I want you
Is there?
to watch this following video and tell me, did gay reversal therapy take?
Oh, it's too big, but everyone enjoy.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman.
He will love a woman. I'm convinced.
Women.
All right. So
I'm
again,
100% convinced that this man used to be gay and now
Anymore.
he's very straight.
explaining the video though, this is a church where there is moments of. I don't even know what the right words are.
They're on
It's-
stage at a church. It looks
Yes.
like maybe it's the end of the ceremony,
It's
and
like a
they brought
healing
this guy
thing
up
where
to
this-
give his testimony.
Yes.
that,
Yes.
You know,
Thank
our
you,
brother,
Thank you, Danny.
our
Thank
brother Carl, used to be gay, and he got he went to reversal therapy, and now he's going to come out and give his testimony. And they've got a band playing,
I'm
and
not gay no
and
more.
this-
I am delivered.
he's delivered.
But he's wearing a cummerbund on his neck.
Right?
I know. Look at his outfit. He's in a snakeskin suit top.
I said women.
Listen to the last
I'm
part.
not gay. I would not date a man.
Not a date of
I
men.
would not carry a purse.
Carry
I
a
would
purse.
not put on makeup. I will love a woman.
I will love of women.
Sure.
No, isn't that what we all want? Is just to love a women?
Yeah. Or whoever you choose to love.
Absolutely.
We fully support you.
Oh my
That was a lot right there.
My
Yeah.
face hurts.
All right. We have chats. We got all kinds of stuff. Yeah?
Yeah.
How about little you people? What's this speed racer shit?
Where are you going?
Uh-oh. 10-minute break doesn't work.
Shake.
How much?
He's so heavy. He's so heavy.
How many drinks did he have that he has to TT this much?
That's why we extended the break.
And he went twice.
I used to get made fun of for running out in the middle.
Y'all got some.
You don't shake the cameras like he did.
Y'all got some tiny
Thank you,
ass
Matt.
ladders,
You're
man.
welcome.
Thank you.
Skinny King.
You should call me Skinny King now.
Skinny King.
Shit.
Oh man.
Cash the keto Skinny King.
Damn straight. I love you
I was
people.
told you aren't supposed to call men skinny. You're supposed to call them fit.
That's right.
Call me skinny though.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
You like lean or skinny?
I'll take both.
I like- I think-
anything other than fat.
I prefer lean over skinny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not fit. Fit.
Like I like when people hug me and go, "Oh my God, you are so small." I'm like, "Shut up,
Stop it.
stop," because
Stop
I've always
saying
been
those
so tall.
things.
I'm so used to hearing, "Oh, you're huge."
Yeah, but huge. You're
Okay,
not
but
huge.
I'm tall. I'm not
Right,
huge.
right.
I'm built
That's-
like chopsticks over here.
I know. You and me, we're built like
I know we got that rectangle
we're
body type.
built like Woody from Toy Story.
for real. We could probably share pants if we tried.
All right, so let's go with you people question.
made it.
And
Did I
TT
make-
boy
did
is
the open
back.
end?
Let's not make it about you.
that
Let's
was the
just move on. Let's
Quickest
just move on.
Quickest diarrhea
Guys, he was
session I've ever
just going
seen
to
you have.
consumer value stores.
Excuse me. I knew I made it. All right, here we go. You people, where you ask questions, we have fun.
And I got signed out of my Gmail. Everyone give us 1 second. I did see one earlier.
Oh.
Tap dancing.
I'll
That
dancing.
said,
Tap.
Danny, would you ever revisit the short shorts?
The short shorts.
What does that mean?
Or when is the last time you've worn short shorts?
I think the question's been asked.
Just wearing shorts, period.
You never wear shorts.
I wear shorts every day.
Yeah, I
just
see.
don't.
I've
Like
seen him in shorts. I
little
called him
ones?
yesterday and asked what he was wearing, and he said shorts.
He was
True.
seriously asking me what I was wearing. He said, "No, I really was curious what you wear."
So
when
did
you're
you
at
have
home."
a moment where you wore some shorter than short shorts?
No, I've never worn like short shorts.
Who was it that asked that question? Do you know?
Oh, Danny, when is the last time you wore shorts?
Oh, okay. You just decided to read
And
it
I
twice.
mean not going to the gym.
Every day. I wear shorts every single day.
You
during
don't
the
seem
day.
like a shorts person.
I mean, no, it's freaking 94 degrees with a humidity level of 1,000,000, and so it's hot as balls. Yeah, during the day.
It's not
It is
a
short.
million.
not.
I wear
million.
pants to be on television.
Television.
I'm a television personality, and television personalities, at least the good ones, wear fucking pants.
You goddamn right they do. Yeah.
I will say, in my
I lower. Yeah.
in my television career, I have a lot of times wore suit, top
Top
tie,
hat?
all that stuff, flops and shorts underneath
Really?
the desk. Oh yeah,
That's real, huh?
oh yeah, 100%. Or at least for me.
Very Ron Burgundy of you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's standard, though, isn't it? I think if you know you're not getting up,
Yeah,
that's a good look.
yeah.
You should do
I
that.
don't know if it's a good look.
Do that on Thursday.
Ben said, I got a question for the fellas.
That's us.
What happened to Don Gilligan? Did Mikey ever get his autographed pit pass back?
Excellent question.
It's Ron Gilligan.
Yep.
Well,
but that's still good.
autocorrect is a bitch.
The lightning fast version is we were. Oh, and Danny.
I was there.
That's right.
He watched, but you watched the Dale Earnhardt,
Oh, my God.
and you loved it, right?
Save that because I do
Okay.
want to talk about that when we do a TV segment, maybe Thursday.
Okay.
I'd love
You mean the Velvet
to talk
Rope?
about That. Yes.
Yeah, within the Velvet Rope.
Yeah.
We were at the Daytona. I know the year 90. I think it was 95. Maybe was the year in question. Anyway, I worked at a golf course and I worked with a guy named Ron Gilligan. And I'm like, I'm going to Daytona 500. He's like, I'm a huge NASCAR fan. I'm like, cool. Who are your favorite guys? He said, Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt. I'm like, wow, good, fine choices. And I'm like, I have a pit pass because our dad knew Rick Hendrick and we were going into the pits. I'm like, okay. I don't think I
See what I can do.
I didn't even think I'd said that.
No,
Like,
you probably didn't.
right. So I have my pit
But you had
pass
it in your head.
in my head because I want to do something nice for a guy who I just kind of liked. He wasn't even that good of a friend.
Ron Gilligan.
Ron Gilligan. And I have my pit pass, and we saw the King, Richard Petty, who I think we both are urinal brothers with.
Danny, look at me right now. We have both taken a leak next to Richard Petty.
At the same time?
Nope.
Wow.
Was it a different time? Because I know I did.
Oh, but I thought it was different time. Maybe we both did. I don't know.
Maybe we flanked him.
Can you
the
imagine
king.
him seeing Soroy meat on both sides of him?
Yeah.
God damn it, boys.
I'm the king, but
Wow. What you got? What you working with over there, little prince? Did y'all cross yellow streams
yeah,
in
over
the
the-
trough?
Over him.
check this out, king.
So I got him to sign my pit pass.
Uh-huh.
And then I will check it because I have a picture. Check the year. But Dale Earnhardt, who had never won the Daytona 500 ever, he eventually did win it before he passed away at the Daytona 500, won it years later. But this particular year, he was on one of his last laps and crashed, right? He was leading or very close to the lead and crashes. And then this is the Intimidator walking back through the pits to his pit box or whatever.
Yeah.
And it is like fucking COVID, man. Like no one is near him. And I'm sitting there holding my pass.
I'm going to go for it, Daddy.
I got Richard Petty already. And I'm like, I'm got to hook up my man, Ron Gilligan. I probably did say something like that because I was standing next to our dad. I'm surprised he didn't fucking tackle me.
No.
And I walked up to Dale Earnhardt and he fucking, I had a marker and a thing and he fucking signed it, didn't react. I mean, once again, lost Daytona. Shit, you know it now more than ever, this quest. And I didn't see anyone else go anywhere near him. Anyway, got it. And went back to Sarasota, and I went to Ron Gilligan. I'm like, dude, your two favorites.
Dude, a media credential for the pits, signed by Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, and he gave it to effing Ron Gilligan.
Gave it to Ron Gilligan.
And he still has it.
Okay, so yes, when we were on the Freak, this whole story came out. It was right around Daytona time, and Ron Gilligan Auctions is something in Pennsylvania. We're like, I think maybe that's him. We called them live on the air. We're like, did you used to live in Sarasota? Yes, work at a golf course. Told him the whole story. He's like, holy shit, yes, I remember. He digs through this drawer and he finds the pit pass, which does have my name and signature on the front, and sent me pictures and sent all this stuff. And he was the star of the Freak. For
a day.
One day
Yeah.
where we couldn't get enough.
Did he
Ron
say he was
Gilligan.
going to send it back to you?
We were
I don't
hoping.
recall that.
You know what? I don't know. I didn't ask him, and I think
You
I may
didn't
have
you
said
didn't
keep
ask him
it because
for
I
Sends an email to cirquedusiro@gmail.com.
Or to sponsor this program.
I will pass along an address.
Brought
Thank
to you by
you.
Ron Gilligan Auctions.
I feel I'll
Here
just
on Gilligan's Isle.
I could send it to Madigan. We could show it, but here I mean that's the past, Danny. 1993
Yeah.
NASCAR garage with my name on it, and then that's there you go.
There it is.
Here you can hold that.
That's
up
insane.
if you want. That's the back of it with Richard Petty. Hey,
That's okay.
Look at
Richard
that.
Petty, please don't swipe anywhere on that phone right now. Give me my fucking phone back.
He's really nervous.
God damn it.
He is
Panic
really
attack. Like,
nervous.
you're fine, dude. They see it.
And there's a cock.
Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt.
That is so kick-ass.
That's legit.
And by the way, their autographs are so freaking.
And that's the front of it. 1993 Garage Pass. And look, Mike Soroy. Like I didn't know how to sign.
How old were you? 17?
90. No, I was younger than that.
15?
Oh, no. I don't know. 10?
76.
When were you born?
16 or 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 16.
That's amazing.
So, yes, a part of me is kind of like, because I kind of
Part of me is like, that's kind of worth some money.
Okay, that crossed
Of course.
eBay.
I really wonder, what do you think?
Ask him. He's the collectible network.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to reach out to Ron Gilligan and say, what's a fair number? Because it means more to us than anyone else. And Ron Gilligan do the right thing.
Well, he owns a collectible network himself. Not the collectible network.
Oh, no,
but
he
he's
does
an
not.
auction,
He doesn't have
auction
the
guy.
It's the
trademark.
collectible network where you are, we are, and this is
He'll
one
give
of
you
one.
a fair price, but he's not going to
Correct.
take it in the shorts cash.
Yeah, no, and that's fair.
Right.
The Gilligan way.
Gilligan way.
Can we all hold up our glasses and cheers for the families fighting in the Texas Hill Country? Let's give a toast to the men, the women, and everybody who is timelessly helping search, rebuild, and fight for that community.
Oh,
I'm in on that.
Salute.
Aye.
fucking A.
Salute.
Cheers.
Bink.
Hey, you want to, for real, 5-second moment of silence while we drink? No bids. There you go. Just to prove we can actually do it.
We love everybody.
If you missed the first half of the show, we did the whole first hour about that, and you can still We're over $4,000, Madigan.
We're over 5,000.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we normally-
5,200 is what we're at.
Normally have a Venmo tip jar when you guys can kick in some cash if you like what you're hearing or we make you laugh or something. We always appreciate that. But all of tonight's proceeds are going 100% to Kerr flood relief. So thank you so much for donating what you have already. I had no expectations.
I don't know
but
if we made a couple $100.
if I did, they certainly weren't $5,000.
Yeah, oh my God.
That's really, really incredible.
Thank you, everybody. Cash.
Cat.
How many countries have you been to?
Holy shit. Oh, man, I don't know.
Now that I know your flying status after your story you told me this morning, I feel like it's a lot.
I do have some travel stories that I would love to tell you guys. Maybe on Thursday. Man, I've been lucky. I think that the only states I haven't been to are Oregon and Hawaii, I think. And then countries, I love effing going and experiencing places. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of people that like grow up in their hometown and then don't leave or don't even go to college or go to get a job in another town. And then there's military families and stuff that get to experience a lot of
Working for you is my 4th time ever being on a plane.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
I just got a passport less than a year ago.
So
And it
for
was
you.
literally only my 4th or 5th time ever being on a plane.
So a bunch of countries in Europe.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, I've been. Yes,
Have you been to Australia?
I've not been to Australia.
Okay, so obviously probably not New Zealand either, right?
No. Desperately want to go. I want to do Japan and Australia, New Zealand.
What about like Malaysia, Vietnam?
Yes. No.
Philippines.
Yeah.
No.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Okay.
Thailand.
Okay.
India.
Yep.
Africa?
Oh, really?
Yes.
You've been to parts of Africa?
Yes. Went to
South Africa, right?
Went to South Africa and then went to Zimbabwe and Zambia.
Zambia. Mikey loves Zambia.
I do like
He
Zambia.
never stops talking about it.
It's an interesting culture.
Most of Europe. It's so incredible. What I like. There's a lot of things that you like when you.
Japan.
No.
China.
No.
Russia. You've been to Russia?
Yes, been to Russia.
You guys have both been to Moscow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was crazy.
That's cool.
We're Lithuanian. The people that maybe know us from Cirque back in the day. We've got Lithuanian. By the way,
Oh shit. We got
Donnie
that.
Nelson.
Yeah.
There's a Donnie Nelson connection where he may be on the show at some point.
Oh yes. Have to get that seat organized.
He was the head
the
coach
beanbag, yeah.
of the Lithuanian basketball team when the Grateful Dead sponsored the team in the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. So we went to Lithuania because of our family. But at the time, Lithuania was under Russian rule. And so anytime you flew into anywhere that was under Russian rule, you had to fly into Moscow.
Right.
And man, there's a lot of stories about that. We went to Red Square. We saw Lenin's tomb, that old dead F. We saw him. God, I could do... This should be on the wheel of things that like we could eat a segment on. But the Moscow subway was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, it's just a sandwich. Aren't they the same everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, you happy with that, Joe?
Better than Subs and Such. The broken spork winner.
Way better.
So the subway in Moscow, you go down these escalators that are the longest escalators I've ever been on in my life, way, 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 way down. And then you go to, if you've been to New York or wherever there is a good subway system, you walk in the hallway where the subway is on both sides of you, and there's red carpet, there is crystal pillars, there is chandeliers.
Right.
It was the most incredible freaking thing ever. And then we went to like Tsar's palaces, and it's just so gilded and golden covered everywhere. But then you go to people's houses, and it's all gray and all the house
paper, toilet paper.
Yeah. You get a piece of floss. That doesn't even work. But like the inside of their houses, they weren't allowed to like have flowers outside. They weren't allowed to have, They weren't allowed to paint their houses.
austere.
Yeah. But inside, they kept very much care of the things that they had. Yeah, it was surreal to be a kid and seeing that kind of stuff. The amount of countries, I honestly don't know offhand.
That's the long answer to not answer your question.
Yeah, for real.
Did you like it?
Danny,
Hi.
what's your favorite instrument to play?
Bass. And you know what? I take that back.
Wow, that
I'm
was
having
quick
more
reverse.
fun these days playing piano than bass. Piano is fun,
is
and I
fun.
suck at it, but I can sit at the
My
sit at
dad
the bass
plays
for like
with
2
3
minutes going,
fingers.
yeah, fuck this thing. But piano, I'll sit there for hours. Just,
You mean keyboard more than piano?
yeah, well, yeah, I don't have an actual piano,
Because
but when
keyboard you can do a lot of you can
make more
set it
noises,
to
but I'm just talking
whatever.
about keys. Like
Yeah.
playing the actual learning to try to play keys is my favorite right now. I'm more interested in this Moscow subway.
Let's get back to the subway. How long was that escalator?
Would you like a vegetable or meatball foot long? Come in.
Dude, we
We
had
got no more bread today.
Only honey wheat, no white.
on that
Hold the meat in your own hand. Don't
And it
bite
takes
yourself.
45 minutes.
Eat fresh.
on that trip,
400 ruble foot long. Sing the song.
rubles weren't worth shit. We had people.
500 ruble foot long. Any. Hey,
Jesus.
Mikey.
What?
That's
Woo!
How's Simon?
Oh, Simon's incredible. He's a sweet, sweet boy. I'm so lucky. He's getting old, and I deal. You start thinking about God knows what there, but he's my baby boy, sweet Simon. I love him so damn.
We need to have a doggy night.
Yeah, doggy day. Up here.
Doggy show.
Doggy show.
Jesus, I wouldn't be able to get my dog up the stairs.
You brought.
She would sit
Bring
at the
Malcolm,
bottom.
bring Malcolm.
I bring Malcolm.
Yes.
God, that's like two of the wildest rides ever.
He can
having
sit
them
with
both.
me and hit the
Really?
buttons.
Geraldine would sit at the bottom of the stairs, whimper with her tail like all the way up
Just
under
covering.
her butt.
She's little though. You could just carry her right
Oh,
up.
she ain't little. She's like 50 pounds, bro.
Yeah.
Can you not carry 50
Did you
pounds?
just call a woman fat?
Yeah, that one. She's not fat. She's strong, dude. She's muscly bitch.
There's a couple people that
Eats
I
all
do.
the snacks.
I
'Cause
do
we
wanna-
all would.
It's true.
Just shout out real quick.
Go ahead.
There's $70, I think, in people that just want to see water feature. So-
That was my next one.
Okay, I'm sorry, Madigan.
Can we see water feature?
Hello. I'm not water feature.
All right, so what's a
Yes.
Danny question that
It's water
we could ask?
Oh, God. We're still
Danny.
doing that.
Yes.
Why are
I
we
think it's
doing
important.
Oh, by the way,
Oh,
did you know it's Amazon Prime Day, Danny?
I did.
you tell
Why, do you want
Corby?
you want to upgrade?
Ask Water Feature what they should buy from Amazon Prime.
That is a great question.
Just trying to help
What should
get you
these
off
people-
the.
What I've
don't
recently
know.
bought from
Get for
Amazon.
Oh yeah,
Prime
ask
Day.
Water Feature what your
You can
last
get this
purchase.
water feature probably for Prime Day.
Danny, ask effing water feature.
We're still doing this. This is like
It's-
show number 15.
it's
We-
him.
I thought this
They paid
would-
us money,
I thought
we
this
have
would
to.
end.
Why
by,
don't
like-
you effing love water
week.
feature?
This was a $50 chat, Danny. You
I
gotta do
really
it.
thought that this would become just like more like a plan.
It kind of has
I
been.
know. And why do you do this to me? Okay. Hey, water feature. What did you buy on Amazon? Water feature says my fucking replacement because I hate it here.
I hate to hear.
Yeah.
You know, tomorrow is going to be the shortest day
Why do you hate water
in
feature,
the
Danny?
history of the world.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
You believe that?
What do you mean?
No.
Tomorrow will be the shortest day in the history of the world.
Oh, is it Leap Day?
No bullshit like that. It's like the Earth is spinning like fractions faster, and there was a day like this in 2024. You can look it up. Tomorrow, July, whatever, 9th, because we're talking milliseconds, will be the shortest day ever.
Thank you for bringing that up, Mike. I think what's really important right now is for Danny to ask water.
Oh my God!
feature
Don't fucking
already
do
asked.
it.
What?
I have
no.
one more
What?
question.
What
Ash.
we should do on the shortest day of the year?
No.
Danny, I swear to God, don't piss off water feature.
Hey, water feature.
Tell him we should play marbles.
Water feature says. And water feature had a voice just in. It sounded a lot like Mikey, and it said, "Let's play some goddamn marbles." As soon as we get done talking
I'm
about.
sorry, we have one more
Oh
question.
no!
Yeah,
no,
fuck
no,
it.
yeah. Hold on. No, we got to do a read.
Somebody said, I'm sure I can't afford a real sponsor like Water Feature, but I would like to support one single ornamental plant background leaf. I'm starting my bid at $20.
All right.
Thank you, Gary.
We'll take it.
We're willing to do that.
We'll paint a single leaf, one of these wispy boys, and get you covered. All right, let's roll marbles, man. We're going late.
Wait, we got to do
Yeah, do
BG.
One more read.
You want to talk something as strong as marble? It's our relationship with BG Development.
Yo, Rich and Grant of the BG Development Group are kick-ass supporters and friends of the Cirque Show. Basically, anything that you want, if you know anyone that wants to live the Texas real estate lifestyle, I swear to God, in the hill country, in East Texas, anywhere, they have been making deals for properties all over the state. It's really, really important to throw that number in your phone or tell somebody that you know that might be wanting to be a part of this thing. 972-945-0870 or lakefrontlandtexas.com. We're going to be talking over the next month about all these different properties. Right now, in the next 2 weeks, they are selling lakefront properties starting at $39,900. Half acre to 4 acre lots, some of the best views that have ever been available. They are releasing a bunch of land, never ever that's been out there. And they're cool guys. They're very, very cool. Give them a call and just let them know that you came from Cirque. Possum Kingdom Lake, I swear to God. Madigan has been out there with Andy, been on the lake, and it's incredible.
Stunning. I was literally looking back at drone footage today as I was putting some stuff together for our beautiful client.
Yeah.
And like my jaw dropped. Like I just forgot how pretty it was, especially from those drone angles. Like, and that's where your house is going to be, like up on those cliffs. Like you're going to have that beautiful drone shot that nobody else on that lake has. And it's
spectacular.
I wish I was a big enough girl to have that kind of
Yeah,
money,
me
but-
too, dude. I wish I would. Because look at
Me and
that number.
Shayla are in the
I mean, you're
same-
talking 1 acre, half acre, whatever.
Dude, half acre is huge.
Yeah.
They're going to have all the amenities too. There's going to be slips for your boat, pickleball courts, and a community center. All of that stuff is going to be available to you. If you know anybody, and this number is specifically Cirque related.
Yeah.
So, I mean, give them a call. Rich and Grant are great dudes. And
You had a long relationship with those guys.
a
right?
long relationship.
They're awesome.
Super freaking cool. We're going to show a bunch of different properties over the next month, but they have a deal that there's going to be a sale day coming up. Just call them and ask about that sale day, and you can be a part of it. But, dude, the Texas lake life dream is there for you.
Hell yeah.
And that event space that they're making with the pickleball courts and the putt-putt and everything was being built when I went. Holy cow, it's going to be huge.
Yeah. So
Like,
good. I want it.
I
all
want
that
it so bad. But you know what I want more?
What?
Some marbles.
Yes.
Where's that track on the marble race? Just simple.
Just start and then finish.
Yeah, just a one loop. No dragons, or
congratulations,
fiery
Keith.
arrows, or
You're wondering.
earthquakes.
How do I play this game?
There's always trouble during a marble race.
Here's how
And
you
danger.
play this game.
All right, if you're on Twitch, you got it easy. Just jump in the chat, right? Exclamation point PLAY, exclamation point play. Visual learner, no sweat.
Got you.
Got you covered. If you're on YouTube, you can still jump over to Twitch if you want, start an account there. I mean, it's really not that scary. I know YouTube's a little easier for some people, and then Twitch is like the final frontier of whatever. It's not necessarily just gaming, man. It's just screwing around, people having fun. Twitch should not be a scary website to you. And if you want to jump on there, you can play marbles with us. Exclamation point play. If you're a Twitch chatter right now, you're going to have a marble in the race. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to press any arrow keys. There's nothing you can do to make your marble go faster. You just sit there and watch gravity do its thing. But exclamation point play right now. If you're on Twitch, do it and do it great. I'm doing
Do it great.
I'm doing it.
Let's see all the sexy mofos that have joined.
We have,
I'm going to win this fuck today.
by the way, this is a long-standing bit here on the Cirque Du Sirois show. Excuse me.
Bam. In.
$500 and $500 to your favorite charity goes to the first person that wins 3 marble races. We've not had a single person that's won 2 just yet. I need to find our winners, which I will do.
We have to add last Thursday's
did.
winner. You did? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I did.
Good.
I'll read the winners. But Go to Twitch and put exclamation point play, and you will get a marble. So if you're listening on the audio stream, thank you so much. There is live elements that we do on our show that that you can't do listening on the audio stream later on. So
It's a live cast, Cash.
it is a live cast.
It is both a live entertainment show and a podcast the next day.
K-Ray.
The champions that have
Live
won.
cast, Cash.
The live
Remember
cast,
that word.
Cash.
All right, live cast. The champions that have won one race so far: Rylan Rowe, Texas American, Boogie with Stu 35, C. Gerard 1, Shales Jardian's Dealer, Silky Johnson 51, then Samurai Christina Ray has got a win. Nia Nierminsky, Scott Stu 07, Candelier, Borsmith 454, Logan 27 100. And last week's winner, or Thursday's winner, Just Bring It, 82. Those are the people that have won one time. If you win 3 times, $500 in cash is going to you in your pocket to use as you like. And $500, what the fuck is this thing?
I was going to say, this is
Dear
all
God,
night.
this is insane. So, there's a live element to the live stream.
We're going to be here all night.
Yeah. What's those words flying around?
What
is
is
that?
press B?
Don't press B. Don't press B. You never know what that means.
I press B.
Don't press B.
Don't press B. I'll say this. I mean, look, I'm a little tight. If I win this thing, I'll go $100 right now to obviously our charity that we got going.
I will, $100 myself.
Yeah, I
As
mean,
well.
if we pull off a W, we're throwing $100 certainly to the charity that we're $5,000 for people that have donated money to the flood relief.
Here,
You guys
let me
are
give
nuts.
you an
That is so
extremely
cool.
accurate number. $5,212.97.
That is
That
so
is
sick.
bananas.
Thank you, Craig, C, Joe, and Eric for your donations
Eric.
since
This is the
last
fun
shout.
of doing the live show, is that we can do things that you can be interactive with in real time. And yeah, there's 200 people, well, 199. There's
There we go. Get in there, Cold
263
Scotty.
people watching on Twitch. So there's at least 50 people that have not added their marble. Now is the time to press exclamation point play.
We're gonna start this race. All right, we're gonna do it.
203 people.
We're gonna do it in
There's a cap of 500. We need to hit that cap someday.
someday.
This is like the reveal to the restaurant.
Someday. There's a former champion, Silky. Ooh, I wonder if he got the gold because he's a former champion. That'd be awesome, right?
Yeah.
Like the UFC guys get the gold shorts.
Oh, scary.
Cord box.
Skull ones.
All right, we're starting this race in 10 seconds. Now, if somebody else joins, we're going to reset that clock. 10 is the current number.
It's a marble race.
9,
It's fun.
8,
Oh, I see my brother.
207.
10, 9, 8, 7.
8. Yes. 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 Oh,
Hey,
don't
Pokey.
slurp.
What are you doing?
Don't
10,
Poker.
9, 8.
11. Look at them.
You're
Look at
dead.
them.
You're dead.
Look at them.
He waits.
See, he's
He
being
waits.
that guy.
Who's the one that
Apparently
always waits?
last week, my
It's
mom
frickin-
didn't wait, and my dad goes, "Oh, what are you doing? You're supposed to do it right when they count down." She's like, "I'm tired of waiting. Can we just play the marble?"
I saw Simon Soroy get in there. It's
It's a marble race. It's
frickin'
fun.
disaster film is usually my
That's right.
nemesis on this.
That's
We're going to start this race in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
But
2-1.
Oh, she did it. There he is, you shit! He did it again!
How does he
Boy,
do
that fucker plays with fire! Pizza bomber. See all you guys,
Zibberdine,
Zibberdine. So are they in? They get in?
Yeah, they get in
They can
before.
still
before
get
the
in.
go?
Yeah.
Look at these athletes.
all right, here we go.
I see a bunch of assholes.
Marble, 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 marble,
All right,
marble,
this is
marble,
called
marble,
the
marble.
funnel.
This is the whirlpool portion.
All the balls are in and they are going down the funnel of fun and shit. Yeah.
I bet we're gonna.
Yep.
So they're gonna go down in there and then go down this right side of the track. You can get under it. Have a little
Can
fun.
you?
Yeah, get under there. Zoom. Go. There you go. Get
Zoom. Enhance.
Enhance. Enhance. All right, first one
K-Mac.
out. K-Mac is out. Who's that? Not Dave Daniel. That dude is a
Daniel.
marble legend. Dallas Jayhawk is in there.
God, this is exciting.
That's Shashi.
I'm so hard right now.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
And
You're welcome.
there they go. K-Mac. Big G Doom. Oh, Shales Jardian's dealer in third
Oh my
place.
God, that could be the first 2-time winner.
Looking to be a 2-time
Third place.
winner. Gourd Box, Maverick, Texas Fisher. God damn it. Look at all these bastards.
I'm so excited right now.
Roy's up in there.
Am I really? Nah, probably not.
Not too far back.
Not too far
Poker's
back.
up in there.
Poker Shark doesn't fuck around with this stuff.
He do not.
He do not.
But see, it kind of changes when they go around the loop. But see, K-Mac is your actual
Send
leader.
it
Shales
Jardian.
Jardian's dealer is second place.
Okay, we might have our
Holy
first
shit.
2-time winner, unless he runs into a nub.
They always die at the end.
That's
Uh-oh.
true.
What is this going to do? Where's it going to
Uh-oh.
put them?
Probably
That's my question.
it-
I thought, it looks like it's 2 things.
What's that whole
Okay,
second?
that might just be a different track for a different day. I think the finish line is just there at the top.
That one looks like it's
Okay,
been
then I'll
destroyed.
zoom.
Yeah,
That's like the Death Star after it got
For real.
rebuilt.
That's the old track.
That's a gulag over there.
War box? My God.
It just depends because they could bonk into each other. You never know who's going to be the.
They
first
could
guy to
bunk
go
into
home.
each other,
They
Mike.
All right,
They
go
could
down
bonk.
toward the finish line.
This track is made out of
Down the
my
finish line?
grandmother's Corningware.
For real.
It's
The
like
PJs I bought yesterday at Ross. That's what this looks like.
All right, the first one is out, and it might just be a sprint to the finish.
oh my God. I don't know what's going to happen next.
There we go, Matt. Who's
That's
that?
what
Who
makes-
is that? Mad Dog.
That's what makes it exciting.
Mr. Dab. Mr. Dab. 2005 is in the lead.
Oh,
By a
Don't
lot.
fucking fart it off.
oh no.
He sure may have farted it off.
Why?
Did he?
No, he's
Go down.
in.
Go down. Go down.
Zoom down.
And
He's got it.
I don't think this is the end.
Are we sure that's the end?
That's the end.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit. Mr. Dub 2005, D-Ball and Dibisco finishes second. Niculo, that's a legend. XY Cold. Eric B1. Simon Soroy, so sweet. Destroyer Milk. The fuck does that mean? Loose Tex, Ren's dad, Mills 09 rounds him out. See, let's meet some of the real shits. Let's meet some of the real ass. Oh, Chad
there's the-
McCann, my guy. Hi, Chad. Miss you.
My mom.
Oh,
and
Zibberdine Soroy. Good. Finish last. Aaron's wife, Aaron Wolf.
So what's
Dick
this?
Wolf.
What is that?
Oh,
Who
my
is that?
fucking
Send it.
Oh,
God.
There's only one marble that's going to
other one.
go down in
that?
flames.
I mean,
and it's that one.
215 marbles. They're all finished.
I think he might
and
make
then
it.
there's you.
I think
I mean,
he's
that's
gonna
a
be the
shocking amount to lose by. Jesus, he's still half piping this
I
thing.
think that's drunk.
Hey,
In there, my
Mr.
God.
Dab.
Mr. Dab,
Congrats.
2005, legend among us. Add him to the winners list. Him or her? He might-
Them. Add them to the winners list.
Add them to the winners list.
Thank you.
And that's another champion. Another step closer.
Wow.
$500 for charity, $500 to the winner. That goes to whoever finishes first thrice in a row. All right, we're done. That was a long one. Incredible, emotional first half. I thought it was awesome, fun, cathartic, whatever we said earlier. And you nuts donated over $5,000 to the flood relief down in South Texas
We
or
are up
south
to
of here.
5,400 now.
That is effing incredible.
We're gonna give every penny of that to I have it right here.
Thank you, Craig, Adam, and Rachel and Eric.
Yeah.
These are just the people that are watching now on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
You know?
Hopefully the audio people.
We have as many or more that listen to our audio versions that come out in the morning. So who knows?
Incredibly generous. I know at least 3 people gave $1,000, and the number matters, but it doesn't, because if you gave $5 or $20 or
relative.
whatever, it's really appreciated to do it in our name, or because you're watching this. Like, holy shit, that makes me feel good for a few minutes. As was a brutal thing to talk about, but I enjoyed kind of chopping it up with you guys, and I think that's all you can do is kind of discuss how terrible it is and let it all out. And then hopefully the second half of the show is kind of fun as well. So
Keep an eye on our socials for tomorrow and the next day. I will be posting links, other ways you can donate that aren't just through us, ways that you can be more personal with your actions. And yeah,
love
keep an
it.
eye out. Those will be on all of our socials and in our Discord.
Madigan, thank you. Cash, Danny, anything else? We're good? All right, we'll see you Thursday night, yeah?
Yep.
See ya. Bye.
Bloody Gulch. baseball.